Welcome once again to a very, very special edition of the What You've Been Watching podcast. I am your host, the sober, marvelous Mike Dudley, believe it or not. Don't worry, that'll change. Followed, as always, by my co-host, cohort, and younger brother.
MD3 Marcus Dudley checking in on you. What is going on out there in podcast land? We are broadcasting live from the What You Been Watching studios right here in the shadows of Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Big shout out. What's going on out there in podcast land? We got a very special episode for y'all today. We have the middle duds. You've met them all before, about a year ago now, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, introduce yourself, man.
Middle is Dudley, Matthew. I'm here to adjudicate and keep these two fuckers in line.
Yeah.
Also known as the illustrious MK Dudley Art, who we want to shout out and thank you for our gorgeous banner. Also our intro music by Kesta. Shout out for keeping it up on the ones and twos. Go see them if you get the chance.
Yep. Always Bright is the name of the song. You can find us at just What You Been Watching podcast at gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Dudley Bros Podcast. You can look for the beautiful, colorful banner done by, as mentioned before, threw us off our rhythm, but we're good. So yeah, all the plugs are out of the way. We're going to dive right into it because we got a lot of episode.
Action-packed.
Action-packed. We have decided, with the madness that is in the air of this month, I'm sure you guys are going to get brackets from every single website or whatever it is. What's the best Metroid game of all time? Well, there's not 64 of them. But we have decided to do a little bracket of our own. And because this will be the second year doing it, we have decided to do the greatest movie sequels of all time.
The best of the best.
The best of the best. And because,
so good, they had to do it again.
And because we don't respect you as an audience, we just decided to run it back with the exact same thing. No new characters. We're just going to rehash it for a simple cash grab.
Season 2, same as the first.
Same budget. So we
Olsen twins are getting older.
Right. So we decided to bring Matthew in here because otherwise, as previously, it'll just turn into Michael and I yelling at each other.
Yep.
And then a bunch of things won't even make it out of the first round because then we'll just be like, well, I'm going to do my own bracket. You do your own bracket. We'll make our brackets fight.
Screw the bracket.
Yeah, screw the brackets. Or we just agree. We'd be like, so Taken 2, hashtag bad parenting. Sure. Wins it all. Yeah, at what point is he just a bad parent? We have compiled a list of 64 films, sequels. Some of the rules are we're not doing reboots, stuff like that.
Right. There's no rules.
There's no rules. There's some rules.
There's guidelines.
Yeah, there's basic guidelines. You're only going to see one from each franchise.
It will never be the first of that franchise.
Right.
But after that, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, after that, it's
in the sense that Godfather 3 is a sequel of Godfather 2. Rocky 4 is a sequel of Rocky 3.
Yeah, I mean, sure. In theory.
It's pretty loose guidelines.
Yeah,
but
it's loosey-goosey.
We set a couple rules down, but, we tried our best. And also, before we get into this is definitive.
Right.
So, at this point in history,
experts here.
A bunch of chowderheads putting their minds together. And we have come up with a definitive list. So, like I said, from this point on in history, if you ever have a conversation with you or your friends about, what was the best sequel, you can just stop right there because we've done the research and we're about to unfold our findings and our opinions right here. You can just refer to anyone from this point forward back to this podcast.
Like the Rosetta Stone and Hammurabi's Code. It's going to be etched in the annals of time.
The annals.
All right. So, without further ado, Matthew, are you ready to...
Yeah, I mean, as ready as I can be.
Yes, we appreciate you being here.
I got my Cavatier drink, so I am ready to begin.
All right, we're going to try our best to get through at least the first round. If we got some time to bullshit afterwards, we'll let you know what you've been watching. All right, but in the meantime and in between time. All right.
Quickly, there's no time.
I know. What we're going to do first, we're going to start up here in the top left corner. We have what some consider to be the greatest sequel of all time. Nay, some people might say the greatest movie of all time. We have The Godfather 2 as a 1 seed going up against 16 seed, the Sonny Chiba masterpiece, dare I say, Return of the Street Fighter. Now, A Cinderella story could begin right here.
It won't, but it could.
So, Matthew, you've seen both of these?
Yeah, we watched Street Fighter with, I think, Glenn.
Right.
Not that long ago.
Right. And then followed up immediately
with Street Fighter 2.
Right. Return of the Street Fighter.
Yeah. Immediately after, back to back, I think.
Yes.
And I remember it being the same movie twice.
Yep.
With the second movie being 75% of the first movie.
Like, literally footage from the first movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even plot line. But Godfather is fucking boring.
The swerve.
So, am I leading this off, really?
Yeah, sure.
I don't. Street Fighter.
I'll say this. The Street Fighter 2 has an awesome villain. And it's like, when you think about like what makes it good is the fact that like it's the same bad guy from the first one, but now he just comes back and he has like a metal throat box.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Sonny Chiba rips throats out in that movie.
Yep.
And so he comes back with like a metal throat box. He's like, you thought you killed me, but... So it actually has a really memorable villain, and like that's what you want in a sequel of like, oh, this person's back from the grave, and they have a reason to be pissed off now. It's personal.
Sure.
You know? But it's fucking Godfather 2, man. It is such a good
He
movie.
has way more reverence for actual films than I do, because I only watch garbage.
Yeah. It's weird, though. For a long time, I feel like I was the garbage watcher of the bunch. The playing fields have leveled some amongst us. I don't know. I'm not going to get too much into Godfather 2. I'll just say it has my vote. It's so fucking good.
I'm just going to go ahead and back you up on that. It's going to be Godfather 2. I mean...
That's the way I expected it to go.
Yeah. But I do appreciate Return of the Street Fighter at least getting one vote before, going off into the wild blue yonder.
It needs to be on the list.
Of course. It's a great sequel, but like you said, it's 75% of the movie is just actual footage from the first movie. So
It got a couple points in before it got dunked on with balls in its face.
That's right.
I got Vince Carter. There's your sports reference. Sport I don't usually watch, but I know that because those nuts were all up in that dude's face. All right, so we're gonna move on to our southwest bracket. That's what I'm gonna say.
You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like I'm trying to.
The northern
I draw pictures for a living.
Southern northern bracket.
Right. Okay.
The
We
westified.
have the one seeds in all of these are gonna be there's some tough matchups, but again, we got to do it. We have Aliens versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Of course, that is with Chrome Dome and whatnot. Michael, I'm gonna let you start us off on this one.
Okay, so I recently rewatched Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and I gotta say, in terms of a sequel, that movie is at least memorable. I don't know how much of the same spirit it invokes from the first movie, but I mean, they swing for the fences on it. The entire movie is just one anxiety fever dream. So I don't know. I don't know if it holds up, quite frankly. I mean, as big a fan as I am of that, I think that Aliens really set the tone in terms of how to, not set the terms, but at least reinvigorated how to do a sequel properly. Like, you're not going to recapture the magic of the first one. You got to make the sequel kind of its own thing. So, and it was super successful and gave us, Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley kicking ass one more time and gives us the great line, "Get away from her, you bitch!" And then, Newt's completely memorable. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. It's a very quotable movie, Why don't you fucking put her in charge, man? But then again, so is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I just think that in terms of being a better made movie, probably Aliens is going to go forward.
I have not had to see. I've seen Aliens, but I don't have to see that movie to vote against Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And I'm sorry, if you're ever in Tallahassee, please go to the Cap City Video Lounge. I went to his birthday, the proprietor's birthday, and he said that was his favorite movie. And when I saw him ahead of time, he was like, "Oh, what are we watching tonight?" He's like, "We're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. He rattled off a bunch of stuff. He's like, "We're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now, some people are going to say, oh, Godfather 2, oh, Aliens, oh, that's your greatest sequel of all time. He goes, they're wrong. So, Kevin, I'm sorry. I appreciate the viewing, but that movie was an anxiety attack. At one point, the girl's yelling, the people who are kidnappers are yelling, and it's like if you just put on the arguments of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and then just did it on a really shitty like 10 mic and then just cranked it to 11, that's that movie with like red hues that are blurry that's coming through. Ugh, yeah, it was a panic attack for me to watch. So I'm on Aliens for that one.
Do you need my opinion on this?
If you want to talk about either one of those two.
Aliens is amazing. It's kind of the same. It's Alien 1.
Sure.
Again, slightly differenter and through the lens of James Cameron, right?
Yeah.
Great movie. I have nothing to add.
No notes. No notes.
It's moving on, so we don't want to slam dunk all of it. We're going to have to talk about it probably at least a few more times. At least one more time. So you don't have to give away all your trade secrets on the first round. But Aliens is moving on against Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Sorry.
Recap of that one.
Both memorable movies, but I just think in terms of...
I'm more familiar with Return to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where Matthew McConaughey is a robot.
Wait, what?
He's not a robot. He has a cybernetic leg.
Don't.
Androids, robots, whatever.
What's the difference?
And also Renee Zellweger.
Don't remember.
Chappelle
I remember
Show
Matthew
joke.
McConaughey though. Fever dream of a movie, and that's all that matters.
Oh my god. Yeah. So Matthew's already saying that we've had our first snub of something not being nominated. Anyways, moving on. In our next one seed, we have... This one has to be on the list, obviously. Fucking episode 5. The Empire Strikes Back. Against... Personal favorite of mine. I'll just put that out there. Leprechaun in the Hood. The great Warwick Davis. The great Ice-T is in that movie. I don't remember who else, but I know those two are in it. It's a great movie. He raps at the end. Anyways, I'll start this one off, so we're just going to do this in a little round robin.
Sure.
My vote is for Leprechaun in the Hood.
I knew it.
Because it doesn't drag in the middle, and there's no point where he goes into the tree, and it just falls apart. So that's all I got to say about that. So it's Leprechaun in the Hood because of those reasons.
I mean, it's Empire. I'm not even. Do I really need to list the reasons? I mean, it's probably the best Star Wars movie ever made in and of itself. So
as a Star
see,
Wars,
this is where I get fucked right here.
It's actually not. So Star Wars 1 is fucking amazing. The problem with Empire is that you have to have Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Empire falls apart. Empire, if it could stand alone, push that shit through. Empire, it wins. It takes the win.
Okay. Still go watch Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying don't watch Leprechaun in the Hood. I'm
There's
just
a rap at the end. He's like, "Lep in the hood come to do no
yeah.
good.
Oh,
Lep
my
in the
God.
hood come to do no good." And, 'cause right at the camera, like, do something, you punk broke bitch out there. It's a great look. Anyways, Warwick Davis, underrated performance of the week.
He smokes weed out of a leprechaun pipe. It's dope.
Dude, he does. Anyways, my voice is gonna dip down as I write down to say things. All right. Anyways, moving on to our southeast bracket, I believe I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
And it'll change throughout this process. Tomorrow might be just 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know. Our other number one seed that we have too is we have Terminator 2, Judgment Day, versus what is arguably the greatest named sequel of all time, and that is why it's on this list. Versus Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, we can just all agree it's Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, right?
If it's just on what is in a name, is a rose by any other name not as sweet, then it's Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, it's just fun to say.
Can we talk about these movies?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So Terminator 2, right? Terminator 2, arguably better than the first one. Arguably, depending who the fuck you ask. It had more money. It had fucking, what's his name? Patrick. T-1000.
Oh, not Patrick. Robert Patrick.
Yeah, Robert Patrick.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, no, not that. Electric Boogaloo. Nonsense movie where they just walk into a scene and then everyone starts breakdancing, no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Terminator 2. It's just more of a movie. And I hate to be the one to say that.
Oh, no.
I would love to give it to Electric Boogaloo. However...
I will definitely back you up on that in terms of Electric Boogaloo is fun to watch in terms of...
You'll have a good time.
Yeah, you'll have a
Say
good time.
the name Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
Now say the other movie.
Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It's amazing.
I'm smiling.
How many of our D&D games have we named Electric Boogaloo?
Exactly. Exactly.
So many, like dozens.
The most iconic sequel name. It's like Charlie's Angels, Reloaded, or,
Just
Right.
call it Electric.
Yeah, just-
Charlie's Angels Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
Like,
it
why do
works
you
for
do it?
everything.
We all know it's a sequel.
So, okay.
You don't even need a 2 after it. However, Terminator 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Would be even
That
better.
would be even better. There you go. See?
Yeah.
So, rename, re-release.
And now they have walkie-talkies for guns.
Yes.
Just like
no.
E.T.
Oh, no.
Just like E.T.
And instead of shooting each other, they breakdance at each other.
I'm with it. I take my money,
Great
sir.
movie. He does the robot.
Sir,
Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did.
I can't believe you made that pun before I did. That was great.
Because I make clever jokes and you don't try.
All right. So big shout out.
Don't give away the formula.
So T2 is moving on against Breaking 2, but I do got to give a big shout out to my man Turbo.
That's right.
Your hair and your fucking silver coat.
Is that the one?
And that's the guy from Return of the Living Dead too. Fucking what's his name?
I don't know.
I just know him as Turbo from Breaking. That's
It's like
all I
Rocco
him.
or Rocky or something.
Oh my god, he's friends with Suicide and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name.
It's
It's something Nunez.
Google that. And we'll be here when you get back. All right. Terminator 2 moving on against Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. All right. Now, we have another fun little matchup we got right here. In the second seed of our top left column over here, we got The Dark Knight. That's going to be versus another comic book film. And this is really just a platform for Michael to talk that shit. It's going to be against Ghost Rider 2, Spirit of Vengeance. Oh, isn't that what it's called? Oh, the second Ghost Rider movie.
Ghost Rider Spirit of
Spirit of
Vengeance.
Vengeance. Yeah. So
You have to ask me which one I'm going to vote for?
Go ahead. I'll give you a couple minutes to just talk about how good Nick Cage was in the movie, in your opinion. So go ahead.
In my opinion, sir, these are facts. This is documented. This is history. This is as it happened. Nick Cage in that movie is phenomenal. He takes all of your expectations about subtlety and character development.
Yeah, because that's what we expect
and
with
just
Nick Cage's subtlety.
Throws it all out the window. Just says, no, sir, this is a wild ride. You're just going to watch Nick Cage wild the fuck out for about 2 hours. And it's going to be great. And he's going to do all the Nick Cagey stuff. The dude pisses fire at some point. He literally flamethrower peas. And every vehicle he turns into some monstrous demonic construction that's like spitting hellfire and it's new and inventive ways to kill people. Yes, Nick Cage, Spirit of Vengeance. Yes, absolutely. Now granted, Heath Ledger did win an Oscar. So I do have to give him credit on that. But I'll say it, that movie makes no goddamn sense. The Joker's plot is horrendous. He sits there and talks about how he's an agent of chaos and he wouldn't know what to do with a car if he actually caught it. And then he has this intricate, screwed up mind fuck of a plan that makes no sense and is so easily defeatable. No.
All right. I'm calling time on that one.
Sorry, I've said my piece.
No, you're good. I'm proud of you. You stood your ground on that one. Look, let's be real here.
Be real, son.
Part of the reason why it's easy to shit on the Chris Nolan movie now is one of those things. It's like so much time has passed. It came out in 2008 where we've had time to pick it apart.
Sure.
But at the time, this was back before we had an abundance of comic book movies that we have now. At the time, that movie was groundbreaking. And it was like, thank you for doing Batman like fucking good again. So
Sure.
I hate to ask you to jump in your nostalgia machine. I understand that Ghost Rider 2 is a fun, campy ride, but like The Dark Knight was a pivotal, not only just sequel, but comic book movie. A brilliant performance by Heath Ledger. Whether his plot makes no sense, you can't take anything away from his performance. And
I'm just saying, I saw Spirit of Vengeance twice in theaters. I only saw Dark Knight once.
I doubt that. And one of them plays on TNT every other minute. So yeah, my vote is The Dark Knight. So
What's my matchup? Dark Knight.
Were you still Googling this
I
whole time?
was. Miguel Nunez, which I was wrong on.
Matthew just zoned out. Yeah. He's like, okay, arguments again.
Dark Knight versus what?
Ghost Rider 2. Spirit of Vengeance.
Okay, so
Again,
I think canonically we know I'm not a Chris Nolan fan.
I become less and less, but again, you got to, like, when you first saw the movie, it's a different ball game than now.
Which one is that?
The Dark Knight.
Which one is that? What happens in it?
That's
Joker.
the Heath Ledger one.
The Heath Ledger Joker one. I agree.
It's a clusterfuck of a fucking movie.
Okay.
Is it more of a clusterfuck of a movie or less enjoyable than Ghost Rider 2? I mean, like, Ghost Rider 2 is also a clusterfuck.
Sure.
It is fucking fun.
But that's why you hired Nick Cage.
Yeah. Yo. It's Ghost Rider 2 for me, man. And, like, you can burn me at the stake. I don't give a shit.
Wow.
I don't fucking care.
We're
like,
really
it's
about
fine.
to move The Dark Knight.
Yo,
is about
fuck
to
that
live.
movie. It's fine. Like,
I forgot that Matthew does have an unyielding distaste. And look, we've read.
I was planning on this.
I know you did. I know that we have had our beef with Chris Nolan on it. We've aired it pretty publicly.
Right.
But I think you guys are out of your fucking mind. And I think you're like leaning into the camp of like, isn't Nick Cage great? Like,
it's way more fun than fucking...
it's not, dude. It's not a good movie. And I love some camp, and I like Nick Cage. Ghost Rider 2 is not a good movie. It does not hold up, and it's like...
But it's not the
It's
best.
more
It's
fun.
our favorite. It's what we
more
think
fun.
is the best.
Do I want to sit through 3 hours of, like, pretentious bullshit? No. Do I like edgelord Joker? No.
Really?
Yeah. No.
In
A
our
clusterfuck of editing. How about that? Oh, it's Bear.
So in our first ridiculous upset, The Dark Knight has lost to Ghost Rider 2. You can write Michael at whatyoubeenwatchingpodcast@gmail.com with all of your hate speech and ire. Please use racial slurs, derogatory things. We don't condone racism, but we do accept bigotry. So bring that on. Whatyoubeenwatchingpodcast@gmail.com.
I'll tell you right now, if you put racial slurs in the title of your email, those are the ones I'm going to read first.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to our other bracket we got right here. Big one right here. We got The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. What is, up until last night, one of the most awarded films of all time.
Right,
Lord of the Rings,
right.
Return of the King was. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once has officially beat it out. But nonetheless,
Can that be a sequel?
I wish
Please?
it would
Yeah.
win the bracket. Just be like, can we just...
Everything 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Electric Boogaloo.
Anyways, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, verse, and some people like the franchise, but I got my thoughts on it, versus Jaws 2. Matthew, what do you think about any of these?
Oh, why?
We've started in a round table.
Yo, I'm going to get the hate mail.
Oh, you're good.
They don't know your address. Oh, wait. We give it out every podcast.
No. Jaws 2. Let's go over Jaws 2
Okay.
real quick, right?
Real quick.
That's the one where the kids get in a boat.
Yes, it's basically
Okay, so-
Jaws 1, except now it's a cluster of high school kids on a boat.
Are there 2 sharks in that one? Is there still 1 shark?
No, I believe there's just 1 shark. I believe there's just 1. 2 is in Jaws 3 that takes place at
Is
SeaWorld.
Jaws 3D?
Yes, Jaws 3D that takes place at SeaWorld with Dennis Quaid. But that movie is not... I don't know. I think Jaws 2 might be the better of the franchises. Obviously not Jaws 4, but I digress.
And what is what's on
Lord of the
field?
Rings, Return of the King.
Okay. So you have 3 movies in Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
Return of the King, and 2 of them are an epilogue.
Yeah, I see what
Sure,
you're saying. Yeah,
okay.
Act 1, 2, and 3.
As long as shit.
Yeah.
After the movie is done.
It's the action ends about... In the book, it's like 40% of the way through, and in the movie, it's about 60% of the way through.
Jaws 2 isn't good.
No.
Lord of the Rings, fucking Return of the King or something. Aragorn.
Yeah, Aragorn's throne. Something.
Yeah, sure. Strider wins.
I'll say this. I'm not the only person that says this, but I think Jaws 2 is one of the worst sequels of all time.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. And
Pontificate, son.
are there worse movies? Yes, there's a lot of worse movies that happen to have it. What Jaws did though is they started a trend where Jaws 1 was an absolute blockbuster.
Sure. Literally the first one.
The first, yes, what is considered to be the first blockbuster. And what they did is because they, just like we're doing right now, they go, we don't respect you as an audience. It was the first true cash grab sequel where they spent less in the budget, and they just were like, we're just gonna phone it in. And then, like, that was the first movie to ever really do that.
Also, they got rid of all of the talent behind it.
Yep.
Oh, it's
got rid of the director, got rid of everybody.
He wanted too much money, and they didn't want to, and it was a shit show of dumping money into robotic sharks to attack people, right? Like,
Yeah, sure.
How did the shark die in that one? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, he pulls up.
Electrocution.
He pulls up a underwater cable, and he's smacking it with the oar to attract the shark, and the shark comes up and bites the cable.
I mean, the first one wasn't like the ending, like,
yeah,
oxygen tanks don't explode.
Sure.
So, like, logic's out the window. However, still not a great movie, and nor a great sequel.
The first one wasn't a great movie.
The ending is a little questionable, but
All
great
checks
movie.
Out. All checks out to
movie.
me, Matthew. I don't know what you're talking about.
Perfect movie outside of that
Right.
little, like, that's not how air tanks work.
Isn't it though?
But
It's not. No, it's not. No, science knows. No.
yeah. But that's why I think Jaws 2 would be the worst sequel. Because there's so many movies that, again, they just go, fuck you, we're just going to take your money,
Yeah.
and there's zero artistic value behind
Yeah.
it. And it's not the only movie to do that, but it was the first one that set that precedent.
There's a ton of, like, static shots where it's just, like, the kids on boats, and it's, like, there's no, like, movement to the camera like a fucking Spielberg movie does.
Yeah.
None of that shit. Like,
No magic behind it?
yeah, that.
Might
yeah.
I remind you that he does pull down a helicopter. A shark pulls down a helicopter.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah, especially of that size. So my vote's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
it's
I
also
think
going to be
it-
Lord
yeah,
of the
I-
Rings.
yeah.
I agree. That's as much as I love the Jaws franchise. That's a tough one to beat.
Yeah, let's be real here also. When Gandalf comes on the 5th day,
That's right.
at the
Look
east,
to the east.
Yeah, that shit was gangster. That shit was gangster.
And then the sons of Rohan show up on their with Carl Urban.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't know what they had going on.
yeah.
There was that final action.
See, you just got a
sequence.
little boner, didn't you?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more. Let's moving on. All right, in our let's see, northeast bracket. Let's see,
Sure. Or
Southwest North.
southwest north. We have another 2 seed, which I believe is a very well earned 2 seed. Could be a 1 seed versus a 15 seed, and that is Mad Max Fury Road versus the Devil's Rejects.
Ooh, okay. See, this is an interesting matchup because at their heart, they're both still in the canon of the series, but they're tonally different than anything that came before them.
Yeah,
So-
it's a good matchup. However, Fury Road's like the greatest movie ever made.
You know, you're actually not that far from the truth of that statement. I think if there's a top 100 list, it's 100% on it. If there's a top 50 list, I think it's on it.
Top 10.
Yeah, the further down you go, I think.
Yeah. The more specificity you get,
There's a short list of the greatest movies ever made, and Fury Road is definitely on that short list.
I'll give you this. It's a perfect movie. There's nothing you grab at and the whole movie unravels. And we've mentioned that on the podcast a lot. Like Iron Man 1, Love It or Hate, comic book movies. There's nothing you grab at that movie and the whole thing falls
Jurassic
apart.
Park. Similar.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Park, same
fucking
thing,
bro. Yeah.
But this is a sequel.
Yeah.
Is Fury Road a sequel?
Yes, because technically technically it happens.
No, let's expand on this.
Okay.
What is a sequel?
A sequel is a continuation of a story
Is
from a
it
previous.
a continuation of a story?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
It takes
because-
place in the same world as the other Mad Max movies.
Yes.
It does not.
You don't think so?
No.
So you're disqualifying Mad Max.
I would never. Because it's fucking amazing and it should win everything always.
I think canonically, George Miller says it is.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%
He's like 90. Who cares?
He's yelling about Matt
I
Lott.
love how you're arguing how good this movie is and why it doesn't deserve to be on the list. That's an interesting take.
It's amazing and it should win everything. Fury Road.
Look, I'm down for Fury Road. I just to say it, just because Devil's Rejects of Rob Zombie's movie. I've seen that movie a lot of times, and the shootout scene where they go out to Freebird is a great. It's a badass ending. Yeah.
It's been a really long time since I've seen that movie.
Like I said, it's a really pretty shot. Like the movie is shot very, very well. It's very pretty to look at, and there's a lot of high tension. You know, like it's them the scene where they kidnap the film crew or whatever at the hotel.
Yeah.
That's a really fucked up scene. Like, it's very high, like,
but do you remember in Fury Road when the guy pulls a bullet out of his mouth and loads it into his gun and shoots it?
Yes, I remember that.
After getting shot in the eye and he's shooting completely blind.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course I do. You know what? He's convinced me.
No. Do you
remember when Tom Hardy was on Polecats?
Save it, because it's moving on. So,
all right.
Yeah, save it. You don't got to slam dunk yet. Just lob it up for now, man.
Nice old alley-oop. It's good.
Yeah. No, I'll say this just real quick on Devil's Rejects, just to give it some due. I'm not big on, like, the whole horror porn kind of thing. Mm-hmm. That movie does a really good job of towing the line. Of being like raunchy enough, just depraved enough.
I'm uncomfortable watching this, but also I'm morbidly obsessed with what's going to happen.
Yeah,
next.
It does a good job of that, and a lot of movies don't do that. They just lean either way too into it or not.
Right.
I got to give it its due, but you're going up against fucking Mad Max Fury Road, dude.
Sure.
Like all the
Chrome Valhalla.
Yeah, man. So Chrome Valhalla. All right. Now on let's see, our final 2 seed, verse 15, we have a very recent movie that came out, but you got to give it its due. It was just Oscar nominated for Best Picture. We have Top Gun Maverick against one of my personal favorite sequels, and its existence alone makes it on this list. Weekend at Bernie's 2. So, I'm going to talk about Weekend at Bernie's 2. I'll start real quick on Weekend at Bernie's 2. The fact that it exists is fucking hilarious to me.
Sure.
Just because, and I've mentioned this on the podcast before, it's like the McRib sandwich. Its very existence makes me smile because it's a boneless pork rib sandwich. And that, to me, just saying that cadence of words is fucking very funny. So Weekend at Bernie's...
It's a limited offer.
Exactly. And it's always limited, but it's never limited because it'll always be back. So does it truly make it limited? Plus, there's an app on your phone. I'm just talking about McRib. In this analogy, McRibs is Weekend at Bernie's too. So I'm going to talk about McRibs.
Welcome to What You've Been Ribbing.
There's an app you can get. It's called the McRib Finder, and it can find the closest McRib to you anywhere in the world. And the fact that that shit exists, that somebody is so obsessed with McRibs to develop that shit, or a website even, is fucking hilarious.
You know what the most magical time is? When they release the McRib and the Shamrock Shake, and you get the Black Irish.
What the fuck?
That's what it's called, bro. That's where you get the McRib and the Shamrock Shake. It's called the Black Irish.
Did you know the Shamrock Shake is just green? It's not flavored.
Yep.
Did you know that?
I did.
Your brain
flavors it. It's like Skittles.
And much like the Shamrock
Close your eyes
Shake,
and tell me what flavor Skittles this is.
much like the Shamrock Shake. I'm going to go for our underdog here.
Weekend at Bernie's 2 has no substance, is what you're saying. It's just flavor. No, but seriously, the movie, the first one is so fucking... It works for whatever reason.
Sure.
And then they're just like, dead guy. I think the tagline is he's back and even deader than ever. And like, that shit is fucking hilarious to me. And I'm one for... I know you guys get mad at me because I just shit on your Ghost Rider 2 movie. This is way better than Ghost Rider. Let's get that out of the way.
It's awesome. It's Weekend at Bernie's again.
Yeah.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Again, they don't...
All right, so
Plus a necromancer.
Right, so how are we going to bring them back? I don't know. Voodoo?
Yeah.
Why? Treasure?
Treasure?
Something? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. We'll write it on the day. We'll write it on the day.
Who's got the 8-ball?
Right. Oh, man. But no, Top Gun Maverick is a pretty fucking good sequel.
You know what? we need an excuse to go to Hawaii for like 6 weeks, so let's go do this.
For real. Let's phone in a movie. Like I said, we'll write it on the day. We'll get there.
Listen, it's a long flight to Hawaii. We got plenty of time.
Exactly.
We'll start shooting on a Wednesday. We'll get in late Monday. Sleep on Tuesday. Just at the time. We're good.
Right.
Plenty of time. Yeah, no, all right. So, yeah, Weekend at Bernie's is the McRib. All right. We've done that analogy, but I'll say Top Gun Maverick is actually a pretty fucking good sequel.
It's a pretty solid movie. In terms of, it gives you more of the same of the first while just expanding on it just a little bit to keep you interested in what else is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hard one to beat, especially for the nostalgia factor. Like, if you love Top Gun and the feelings that it evokes, you're going to love this movie.
Yeah, it recaptures it pretty well. You haven't seen Maverick yet?
Nope, don't care.
Yeah. It's one of the best summer movies maybe ever. Like, maybe.
I mean, if the box office is any indication.
Fuck, but it's Weekend at Bernie's too. All right, I'll put Top Gun Maverick, but it's way closer than you think it is. Like, way closer than you think it is. Only because Top Gun had the incomparable Valley Kilmers. That's
right.
it. That is
That's
it.
right.
That is
and
it.
probably what's going to be maybe his last role ever, but
That is it, though. We are going to move on to the 3 Cs. We're going to try to pick up the pace just a drop. You're going to hear me wrinkle some paper here.
Yeah.
All right. So on our top left corner, we have we have 2 Clash of horror titans
ruh-roh.
about to happen here, and you guys are probably going to be more expertise on this one. So I'm just going to go with what I think I appreciate more. But
Okay.
we have in the 8 seed, we have Hellraiser 2 versus one of the all-time horror legendary movies, Dawn of the Dead.
Ooh. Dawn of the Dead versus...
Now, I'm not as versed in Hellraiser as y'all.
Yeah.
Again, it was John Shuck's thing. My shout out to the Shucky. But his brothers watch Hellraiser a lot, and they all kind of run together to me. So I don't remember anything about
So
2 that made it
Hellraiser
stand
2
out.
has a lot of footage from Hellraiser 1.
Sure. Not necessarily Return of the Street Fighter level, but
But a fair amount.
sure.
It also is basically the same story again. But it expands on Hellraiser and shows you the Leviathan and like
Right,
the
the whole,
labyrinth
like, the-
beyond
right,
and
the
the,
whole
fucking
hellscape
it monster where the doctor has like needles and shit coming out of his brain or whatever. Really great sequel. Really great. It's kind of the same movie again though, which is sequel problems, right? Like that's the point.
Sure, in terms of, and again, this is going to be an issue we're probably going to bring up over and over and over again. Is you want to capture the magic of the first one while also still expanding on the world and giving just a little bit more to the audience that they
And
haven't already
Hellraiser 2
seen.
does that because Hellraiser 1 was probably a little too gross for a lot of people. So Hellraiser 2...
Well, Hellraiser 1 was such a self-contained movie.
Yeah.
Like most
Yep.
of the action takes place literally in one room of one house.
Yes. Dawn of the Dead's the mall.
Yes.
So 15 minutes pie sequence. Right? Am I wrong?
I think that's the right one. Yes. Again, some of the Dead movies run together. So
Is that... Who's the special effects guy? Is Tom Savini?
Tom Savini, right? I think yeah. Tom
He did
Savini.
whatever the fuck he
pull,
wanted to
Matthew.
do. He did whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like whatever the fuck, and no, like George.
George Romero.
Sorry, I almost said George Miller. George Romero did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. He said, "Yeah, sure, yep, pie in
yeah,
your face for
yeah,
15 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, we gotta
Free
pass
reign,
some time. Yeah, do it. Oh, you're out of gray paint. Here's some bluish paint. Oh fuck, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a really hard one. I'm gonna go Hellraiser 2. Because, like, I'm a Clive Barker fan. I like body horror. Dawn of the Dead, I think, kind of drags for me a little.
Okay.
Zack
Hellraiser-
Snyder did do a pretty good remake. That's
Well,
It-
but we're not
it's-
talking about the
yeah,
remake,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm more versed in Dawn of the Dead, so that's my vote. But it's like the loosest vote ever. It's
Yeah,
for
yeah.
workaholics terms, it's the loosest butthole.
I actually think I'm gonna put on Hellraiser 2. I think, just in terms of more enjoyable movie, I think Hellraiser 2 was a little bit more enjoyable to me. But I think that might be a little bit more nostalgia driven. So, but that's going to be my vote, is Hellraiser.
All right. Hellraiser 2 then is moving on against Dawn of the Dead. That was a pretty good matchup. Sometimes we do our jobs pretty well here,
Yeah.
even if it's by sheer accident.
That was a tough one, though. I had to think about that.
Yeah, they're both, like, special effects driven, too. So it's a hard matchup.
Yeah, the same ilk, as it were. Okay, cool. In our next matchup, we are going to do what are ultimately 2 comic book movies. Ultimately, if you think about it.
Ruh-roh.
We have X2, X-Men United,
Ooh.
versus Ghostbusters Do.
That's a tough one.
Let's see. I know which way I'm leaning, but I think...
So in X2, it opens with, that's the Nightcrawler.
One of the best cold opens ever.
Yeah. Nightcrawler attacking the White House. He's teleporting all over. He's kicking the shit out of Secret Service agents. We also have the Wolverine Rampage scene.
Where he first goes full sneaky,
Where,
sneaky snarl.
where snickety snarl. Where Stryker's men are storming the X-Mansion and he's just cutting through them. And we're actually getting to see Wolverine put his claws into people for once. It kind of loses it a little bit in the third act because they're trying to set up the whole Phoenix Saga thing for the third movie. So it's a little shoehorned. Ghostbusters is pretty quotable, though.
2, though. A 2. I think it's X2. I think of all the original X-Men movies, that's the only one that's worth a shit, quite frankly.
Really?
I do not like 1. I definitely do not like 3. I think the Days of Future Past was pretty... But yeah, that's here nor there. X2 is the only one that's worth a shit to me. But even then, it's got its flaws. It does drag a little bit, but...
Who's the villain in X2?
Stryker.
William
Stryker.
Yeah.
And Lady Deathstrike.
Who the fuck is that?
Classic comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2 is...
So William Stryker was he was a mutant hunting he was an army colonel who might have given Wolverine his adamantium, but then he turned against the mutants and tried to start the Mutant Registration Act.
The Statue of Liberty against ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, name a more American movie outside of Rocky.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Top Gun Maverick.
That's
a pretty American movie.
Yeah, it's pretty... No, to go back to the point of the sequels, though, I mean, Ghostbusters 2 is pretty freaking iconic. But a lot of people were also fucking disappointed in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah,
like when you watch one,
the jokes
to
don't land nearly as well as the original.
Yeah.
And what's his face just does not give a shit.
Bill Murray?
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
Yeah, he hasn't cared since then. That's what makes him Bill Murray.
Well, I mean, he had Caddyshack, Stripes, Ghostbusters. He was like, I'm good, I can live off these for the rest of my life. I'm going to come back in 50 years and make Lost in Translation. And
I'll say this. I think that Ghostbusters is a more memorable sequel, but I think X2 is a better sequel. Considering the jump between X-Men 1 to 2... Like, there was a downgrade between Ghostbusters 1 to 2.
So
there was
which
an
matters,
upgrade from X-Men 1 to X-Men 2.
So which matters more which matters more to you? Is it the fact that it's a better movie or the fact that it's more memorable? Because think about it. To me, I'm going to go Ghostbusters 2 just because of the two movies, if you were to offer me right now, like, DVD in hand, which one do you want to watch? Ghostbusters 2.
Matthew?
I'm right there with him.
Okay, Ghostbusters.
Absolutely.
I'm not upset by it. I can.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good matchup. I mean, ultimately, but X2 was badass though. That opening scene is one of the best cold openings of any movie. You're like immediately like fucking yeah, let's watch this.
Right.
I would say that if I showed you the first 5 minutes of X2, you'd probably be like, ooh yeah, let's keep watching.
Oh, compared to the first 5 minutes of Ghostbusters 2?
You would probably sit down and watch the rest of X-Men.
Sure, probably.
I'm not mad with Ghostbusters moving on. Even if I was, fuck it. You suck it up and you take the L. All right, to up here we have. All right, the other one we have right here. We got two threequels going at it.
Threequels.
Two threequels going at it.
We match these up pretty nicely, huh?
We have the Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang.
Oh.
And we have what is the third Evil Dead movie?
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Army of Darkness and Rocky 3. Fucking both great movies for very different reasons.
Ouch. I love Bruce Campbell, but I love
just gave
Mr.
you Rocky
T.
3, by the way.
Ah, man. Rocky 3. I mean, okay, so...
You've talked a lot of Rocky on the podcast.
The whole point of Rocky 3 is that the villain is actually right. Clubber Lang is completely right in every aspect. Rocky is a paper champion, and Mick even admits to it that he's been setting up these easy fights because he knew that Rocky had lost the eye of the tiger or whatever. And so Clubber Lang declaring on the streets of Philadelphia that Rocky Balboa is not a man and I don't respect him because he's not a champion because he has not faced me for the championship, he's right. And ultimately, Clubber Lang's story is Rocky's story. It's a man who came up from nothing and is fighting his way to the championship, right? So how is he wrong? How is he any different? I'm going to go Rocky 3. Rocky 3, I think, is a not only one of the best sequels, I think it's the best Rocky movie.
Yeah, not named Creed or Rocky 1.
But he loses in Rocky 1.
Rocky 1 is not the point here. Rocky 1 is a better movie than Rocky 3, but oh well. I think it's Army of Darkness.
Okay.
It's just pure camp. I mean, it's a movie you can put on at a party and everyone's going to be like, it's a great party movie. Everyone can kind of get on board, even if you're like, oh, this is terrible. Even if you hate it, you can like laugh with it or at it. It's fucking. It keeps the spirit of those movies alive. So that's my vote.
Oh my god, I'm
Rocky 3's. Yeah, Rocky 3's pretty good though.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, it's
fucking Army of Darkness. Just in general, it's just fucking fun. Like, do you want to watch a movie and like have it get nominated for an Oscar, or do you want to have a fucking fun time?
I mean, it depends if I'm watching or making the movie.
I want to have a fun time because I'm down to party.
Okay. Because I'm down to party.
Elegantly said.
Army of Darkness, man. It's just fun.
I agree. I think it's the right answer. Also, man, people, and I've talked about this a little bit, people remember the Rocky franchise so like vividly because of the villains.
Sure.
But it's like, it's kind of like a James Bond. You remember it for the villains, but like some of those movies drag. And
sure.
Mickey is annoying as fuck, and there's like a meter of how bad Mickey gets on your nerves.
Rocky 4 where he has the fucking robot.
He's dead. He's dead in that one.
What's the one where he has a robot and it's like, happy birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Polly.
Yeah, happy birthday. Or is it Polly? Yeah, it's Polly that gets on your fucking nerves. Not Mickey. Mickey's the Polly. How about Polly gets on your nerves is fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, sorry, I mixed up my Rocky characters again. Yeah. But either way, I think
I will say I agree with both of your statements. I just needed to make a representation
and like
for Rocky 3.
4, he defeats fucking communism. So you chose the wrong runner.
Did you ever see the 30 for 30 that they did, where they treated the events of Rocky 4 as if they were historically accurate?
You mean
they were accurate.
And he was shot on a Philadelphia subway? Jesus.
It was accurate. It's like,
documentary.
Yeah.
That's right. If I could change, and he could change, we all can change.
Oh, Lord. All right, moving on to our next competition. 22 Jump Street versus Halloween 3. I believe the subtitle is Spirit of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
The Witch of the Spirit.
Don't start with me because I'm going to ruin your plans.
Have you seen... I know you've seen 22 Jump Street because we watched it together.
Yes, I've seen 22. Honestly, it's Halloween 3. I mean, 22 Jump Street is fun and it's very quotable. I think it does suffer from the problem with a lot of sequels in that is the movie is just all the B jokes that didn't make the first movie, and they lean just a little too heavy on the previous jokes.
I get you. Unfortunately, I mean, if it's going to be... I don't know shit about Halloween 3, so I can't argue against it. I like Halloween 1, and that's it.
It's the one in the Halloween franchise that doesn't deal with Michael Myers.
At all. 0.
Oh, well then...
Because it was supposed to be an anthology, and then they said, this shit was super successful, let's do a 2, and they were like, well, let's return to the anthology. So they made a cult of Michael Myers, basically, in Halloween 3, and he's not in it at all.
That's crazy. Well, no,
it's insane.
I'll check it out. I'll just say this about 22 Jump Street, though. I don't think any of its faults. There's some movies where it's more of the same, and that's not a bad thing. But the only difference between 1 and 2, and to me, in my opinion, is just like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Pirates of the Caribbean 2. There's nothing wrong with those movies. Sure. If that's your introduction to Guardians or Pirates, you'd be like, oh, fuck, I love these movies. But if you've seen the first one, it's just that the lightning is already out of the bottle.
Sure.
That's what, and it's really hard to capture the same feel.
Right? Pandora don't go back in.
Yeah. Pandora, the monkey doesn't go back in the bottle. Yeah. So I don't think that 22 Jump Street, it's by no fault of its own.
Oh, no.
It is
No,
literally, and I mean this in the best way possible. 21 Jump Street was a fucking hit, and it was hilarious.
Sure.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller were like, who are these two dudes? And they went on to do the Lego movie and all that other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they did the Lego movie, then that.
I think this is just an unfortunate circumstance of who it's matched up against. Like, if you'd have put it against Ghost Rider, it probably would have gone through.
I'm sure. YouTube fans. All right, cool. Well, we are moving back up to the top here. We have another fun matchup. We have a comic book movie, and what is, again, ultimately, somebody who would fuck Batman up. We have Logan versus Home Alone 2. Logan in, I think, the 5 seed versus Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2 in the Wet Bandits.
I mean, I'll make it simple. It's Logan. Logan's probably the best comic book movie ever made. And it fits because it fits into the Wolverine trilogy of Wolverine Origins, The Wolverine, and
No one cares.
Logan.
No one cares.
It's still a great movie.
Logan's like standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't need anything else to hold it up. It's not really a sequel.
It is, though. Canonically,
It's about a sequel as Fury Road, so I guess I can go with that.
See, Matthew, you do what we do. We set the parameters and we play within in the sandbox of these parameters. It's Logan. Home Alone 2 is a fucking all-time classic. It is.
Sure.
Again,
But again, ultimately, it suffers from, it's just more of the same without really giving us anything new. I mean, it's do you want to see Kevin McAllister set up a bunch of different traps and injure people to a brutal level? Except this time we're going to do it in an abandoned New York building. Sure, let's do this. Why not?
yeah. I'll say 2. 1 I watched, Home Alone 1 I watched fairly recently in this Christmas season. And I hadn't seen it in a long time. I know it's on all the fucking time, but I hadn't really sat down and watched it beginning to end. And I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but like, the Wet Bandits don't even break into the house till like the last 25 minutes of the movie. It's like all set up, all set up, all set up, oh, you see the spider, hey, you see the... They just mention all the shit he's going to use, and you're like, oh, fuck. And when I was a kid, I thought it was like...
The whole
10 minutes in was just them fucking them up. But it's not. So Logan's moving on?
Yeah, Logan.
All right, yeah, I think it's the correct answer. All right, ooh, man. In our next bracket, we have 5 seed Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Versus Fast 5.
Okay, again, I'm going to make this one easy just because I haven't seen Fast 5. I need to sit down and at some point I'm going to do a Fast and Furious marathon. But to me, Captain America 2 is a really tight political thriller, spy, espionage. I mean, really showcases what it means to be Captain America in terms of not just standing for a country, but for an ideal. And then, of course, they're reintroducing Bucky as the Winter Soldier, and Sebastian Stan is just absolutely delicious in that role. So I'm going to go Winter Soldier on that one.
Have you seen the Fast 5, man?
No, I think the only Fast and Furious movie I've seen is the first one.
Okay. I'll say this. And I'm not here to... I think the answer is Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Because it's... Of the Marvel movies, to me, it's top tier Marvel.
Sure.
It's like Iron Man 1, that, Thor Ragnarok. It's like those 3, even if you don't give a shit about Marvel, it's like those are fucking fun movies. Mm-hmm. But Fast 5, of all, if you were to see any of them, Fast 5 is the one to see. Because that's when they know that like they were trying to take it seriously in 1 and 2. And then 5, they go, fuck it, we're jumping the shark. And it's just, the shark, the skis still haven't landed yet.
They drop cars out of helicopters in that one? Or is that...
They do it in a lot of them.
Okay, that's fair.
But they steal a bank vault and they drive it between like 4 different cars and they're whipping it through the streets of Rio de Janeiro. And like in terms of an action sequence, if you just like are sitting down like watching, it's a fucking great action
real
sequence.
Cars going fast.
Oh yeah, no, it's complete popcorn nonsense, but like again, simply just being entertained.
Popcorn nonsense.
Yeah.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, popcorn nonsense. Like, it is actually a fucking great action sequence. So I got to give a shout out of all the Fast movies. They've continued to jump the shark now. Now they're jumping a shark through a helicopter on the moon.
On top of another shark?
Yeah, it's fucking
It's a shark
ridiculous.
wearing another shark as a hat.
But it was the first time that they leaned into it was that movie.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how are we going to keep one-upping ourselves? Oh, because we just one-up ourselves. Let's just go for it.
That's right.
So You got to, if you really just accept that, it's pretty fun. But I think Captain America, it's that shit, man. So.
Okay.
All right. With that being decided, we are going to move in. We have 3 more out of this bracket. I've just stopped jumping around now. You're just going to get them as I get them. We'll post this at some point. You guys can play along at home. Okay. We have, in my opinion, a fucking one of the most iconic sequels of all time versus another one that's pretty let's say a robust box office pull.
Okay.
We have Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Ooh.
Versus Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Motherfucking Ricardo Montalban.
I mean, Ricardo Montalban is pretty hard to beat.
Have you seen Star Trek II, Matthew?
Not since I was a kid.
Since he probably rented it from Movie Gallery?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because you and Dad were Trekkies. Like, as
a
kids.
little bit. I mean...
Yeah. Next gen more than, like, old school.
And even then, not really. Like, I was always more of a fan of the movies than I was of the actual series. Like, I remember watching Star Trek The Next Generation, the show, but I couldn't specifically tell you, like...
The only movie I remember is the one where they go back in time to get a whale.
That'd
be 4.
4.
That's
Yeah.
right. Because 3 is the search for Spock.
Yeah, hold up now. There's the joke in Star Wars or Star Trek movies is that they're only the even numbered ones are good. But I fuck with Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, super heavy. And I'll tell the story real quick. My friend Ben, we went to Goodwill and we just bought a bunch of VHS, just cleaned house. And I was like, yo, you've never seen Star Trek 2? He's like, nah. Put him on that. We watched it. He loves it. They had Star Trek 3. Went up there. He was like, I got to see the sequel. You got it. Got it. So I got 3. We're watching it. We're both hammered. Like, just out of our minds hammered. But we're like hammered at the point where like we were getting drunk with the movie. Where you're like, oh shit. And at the very end, when Spock goes to mind meld with himself on New Genesis, he's like doing the Vulcan mind meld, and he's putting his memories back in or whatever. We're on the edge of our seat. We're like, what the fuck? No, son. And we're cracking bottles, turning them up. And then the VHS, the tape,
Melt.
It didn't melt, but it just fucked up and started. So I immediately popped it out. Was like, ah! But that moment of disappointment at the climax of the film, you could hear us both go, no! The utter disappointment. And so that memory is stuck in my head. And so I fuck with 3 very heavy. And so I straightened out the tape, played it back and forth. For all of you who are too young to know, you play it back and forth and straighten it out. And I got my Star Trek 3 finished. But it all started with Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. That to me is the clear winner. And I fucking love me some Austin Powers. I like silly movies.
I do too. It's... They go back in time. You got Heather Graham. You know, you
Fat Bastard is a good addition.
Fat Bastard's a good addition. Very quotable movie, but
it's the nutty professor of the Mike Myers movie.
Sure, yeah, where he just plays every role.
He plays every role, and he's great in most of them.
Sure. I mean, that's the one that introduces Mini-Me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin Powers too is pretty good.
Some great gags, man.
Shit, I just talked him out of it.
Some great gags. I'm gonna go. I've definitely seen Austin Powers way more times than I've seen Star Trek.
If your argument earlier about which is more fun plays a role here, then I would vote Austin Powers. But Star Trek 2 is that shit, man. When Spock dies at the end,
sure.
And
Spoilers.
Whatever. Go watch it. Yeah, when he dies at the end of the quote, he's like, what does he say?
You have and
You
always will be my best friend.
Anyways, yeah. I'm not going to give it away too much because it's also the funeral is the shit. I'm going to go Star Trek 2.
He was the most human I've ever known.
Yep. I'm going to go Star Trek 2. Even though that movie does drag a lot. Star Trek movies.
It's a lot of build. It's a lot of build. But I think in terms of being a better movie, yeah, Star Trek 2.
All right. So Star Trek 2, moving on over Austin Powers. All right. Here is one we have in the 7th seed versus the 10th seed. We have Superman 2 versus Ernest Scared Stupid.
Damn.
Now, we are some earnest children, all of us.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean that about us being forthright or upcoming.
Fuck that shit.
We are big fans of Jim Varney, is what I'm saying.
Yes. Ernest was a large part of our childhood.
He's a more handsome John Cena. That's what he is.
How could you
I'm
tell?
not wrong. I'm not wrong.
You can't see him. How could you tell?
Look, I'm gonna be real here. I remember Superman 1 far more than 2. Those movies are a little bit before my time.
Really? You remember? I guarantee you remember Superman 2 more than you do Superman 1.
Nah.
Superman 2 is the one with Zod.
I know who it is. Neil.
They fight on the moon, and it's a canon movie, right?
No, that's Superman 4 where you fight Solar Man.
Might be.
Yeah, that is son of Jor-El, kneel before
Zod.
Zod.
That's right.
Might be.
No, Superman 1 is when he flies backward. He flies the Earth back against and then somehow makes time go backwards because he's Superman. But
and then he kisses Lois Lane and makes her forget everything.
Yeah, I know. I've seen Ernest Scared Stupid dozens of more times.
I mean, my vote's going to be Superman 2, just because in terms of a more iconic movie, I mean, that one's hard to beat. You know,
it's not a villains bracket.
I agreed.
We did that.
Agreed. We could do Ernest Scared Stupid in a villain bracket too.
Yeah. The little troll thing?
The trolls.
With the milk? When they
Unfortunately, that one has passed. Now we're talking about the best sequels. So, although Ernest Scared Stupid is probably one of the best ones in the franchise, I think in terms of a better sequel, I'm going to say Superman 2.
Marcus.
Superman 2.
I'm on Ernest. That's my thing.
Team Ernest?
I'm Team Ernest. I mean, Jim Varney was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah, so Eartha Kitt plays a witch, boner fuel.
Wait, she's like 70 in that,
Don't
dude.
care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Look, you don't tell him what fuels his boner. Don't ever draw that line in the sand, sir.
I'm sorry. Least of all me, right?
The trolls are awesome.
Yes.
You get Miak, right?
Yeah.
The trolls, by the way, are all the same fucking costume designs from
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from
How
Outer
do
Space.
you know that? This is a meme. This is what people do with me. I'm like, why the fuck do you know that?
I don't know why I know that, but I do.
Oh, that's where I get it from. Wow, I'm proud of you, Matthew. I don't drink, but cheers to you, sir.
Clink.
Clink.
Yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. It's awesome. Go watch it. It stands up for kids. It will scare the shit out of young kids unnecessarily.
Like really young kids.
Yeah, young kids.
It scared me.
The 80s and 90s were a very different time, and we watched very horrible, grotesque movies.
Sure.
And Ernest was still kind of one of them, while also being a kids' movie entirely.
Plus,
Great
you
movie.
get Jim Varney doing the
All
different
of it.
voices and
Yeah.
costumes and
He's
the
awesome.
whole Monty Python skit.
He also, when he gets the snot blown all over him at the end.
So gross.
No, and he does the best. He does this in every movie with the eee, and he rolls his lips
Yeah,
back.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best take he's ever done.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jim Varney. You're in the
Ernest.
Yeah.
Okay.
so-
I mean, I'm not mad. You know, I can make an argument, but I'm not mad at that.
Eartha Kitt.
Save it. It's moving on. On the next episode of What You Been Watching. Okay. This one I think is going to be a slam dunk, but one of them certainly deserves to be mentioned.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, it deserves to be on the list for sure. We have Bill and Ted, Bogus Adventure, which is a fucking great movie.
Yeah, Station.
Yes.
Station!
Or we have Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, my babies. Both of them.
Now, my love... See, I'm going to do something y'all should be able to do. I'm going to separate my love of Keanu Reeves
No.
for this one. But I will
Don't do
not
it.
separate my love for Alex Winters. You will never part with me. Dare. I've only got like 2 or 3 movies to hold on to, goddammit. And you're not taking one of them from me.
I love The Lost Boys.
Keanu, we can separate a couple. He's got other things for me to latch on to.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he does. But Winters? All right, anyways. So, yeah, we got Bogus Adventure. Yeah, Bogus Adventure versus Blade Runner 2049. Bill and Ted, just for the sake of argument. Hey, hold on. Bill and Ted's the shit now. I love those movies.
Listen, again, if we're talking about in terms of movie... Now, granted, Bill and Ted has been in my life longer than Blade Runner 2049. It's a very memorable movie. Them going to hell and
Princesses.
That's right, the princesses. Them going to hell and like all of our metal album covers lied to us. Yeah. You big evil dick. Like, it's a great movie, but in terms of just sheer movie making capabilities and enthralling movies. I mean, 2049, that movie, I never knew that I wanted that movie so much. Like, I'm a huge Blade Runner fan, and that movie, when it first came out, I was like, oh, they're going to soil it. And they didn't. They did exactly what I want in a sequel. Was
and
they
expanded on the universe, too.
They gave me more of the first and expanded on the universe and let me a little bit more in detail of the world that surrounds them. I have zero complaints. Bill and Ted is great on a nostalgia level, and I'll probably watch that more often than I will 2049. But just in terms of sheer movie-making magic, I mean, 2049 is pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, so for a little comparison's sake, Bill and Ted 1 is a very 80s movie.
Sure.
And Bill and Ted 2 is a very 90s movie.
Yes.
Similarly, Blade Runner is a very 80s future noir movie.
Sure.
And 2049 is a modern 2020-something, 2016 future noir take on the same world. So a lot of similarities as far as like the time between the original and the sequel.
Sure. Right.
Baby Goose is my man.
Baby Goose.
Is he on the wall now, Matthew? We'll save a spot for you for those.
He's up there with Jeremy Renner's, yeah.
Baby Goose is my boy.
John Leguizamo's up there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the company, or you might want to think
Margot
about
Martindale.
and also Jim Varney.
Jim Varney. John C.
John
Reilly.
Leguizamo and John C. Yeah.
Yeah,
so he's up there.
yeah, Baby Goose is up there.
Ryan Gosling, you're officially indoctrinated.
Hall
via
of
the
Fame.
Middle Dudleys.
I think it's 2049 for me specifically. I love the Bill and Ted movies. However, 2049, like all the gaps in the original Blade Runner, 2049 does better.
Sure.
So we're all agree with you, and just so we don't give away all the points what we need to make it later, I think 2049 is better than the first Blade Runner.
Yes.
And we'll just leave it at that.
And that's blasphemous, and let's move on.
Yeah. We'll expand on that one. All right, here's the one.
No, big respect to Bogus Journey, because
That's
I
how
absolutely
you do it. That's how you do it, man.
Again, if you offered me those two movies DVD in hand, which one do I want to watch right now? Bogus Journey, hands down.
Yeah.
But 2049 is probably like an impeccable movie.
All right, well, I got a lot more to say about 2049, so
Sure,
I'll come
sure,
up with that
sure.
one. And I could talk Bill and Ted all day because that's my shit. All right, here's one that I don't really know what to do.
Ruh-roh.
This one's there's been so many good of each of these. We're about to pit up two of the probably the most iconic puppets and people in suits and hands up puppets of all time. I mean, there's only two ways you can go with this. We are gonna pit.
I feel like you just researched my Pornhub history.
I did, and that's what we're gonna talk about next.
Delete your history.
Exactly. We are gonna talk about Muppet Treasure Island on the 11 seed versus Godzilla versus Mothra in the 6 seed. And Matthew's going to decide this one on his own.
Really?
I mean, I have...
No, I can do that.
I think
If you're going to give me the power, I will do that.
Oh, no.
Look, have your discussion and then let me squash all of your thoughts, please.
Look, whatever you can tell how fired up he is. I should just start saying really ignorant things.
Go for it.
Be like, now Godzilla. No, they made him yellow in that movie. And just start saying dumb facts where you hear on the internet and it's like,
well, Treasure Island was
was
not nearly
pretentious.
as...
Wasn't actually shot in an island.
yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go with Muppet Treasure Island, just because, I mean, in terms of...
it is the best of that generation of Muppet movies.
Yeah. I mean, again, the first Muppet movie is probably the best one. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. But in
I
terms
might fight
of,
somebody on that, but not that hard.
you could make an argument, right? Like it...
And I would say that also Godzilla, outside of the first one, this is probably either this or versus Ghidorah, the first one. is the best.
As the versus.
So
I'm gonna
I'll
vote
say
the Muppets,
Godzilla, and then we're gonna give the floor to Matthew, and he's gonna fight amongst himself.
All right.
I'm gonna sit back. I'll be over here.
Okay. While I fight
I need
myself.
my drink. Hold on.
Over
The
my
floor is
two
yours,
franchises.
buddy.
Godzilla versus Mothra. Mothra was its own franchise. Godzilla was its own franchise, and they had to do that fucking let's make them fight, right?
Let them fight.
It's awesome. It's so great. Mothra is amazing, and it, as usual, ends up not being about their fight anyway, right?
Right. It's about the consequences of their fight.
Fucking Muppet Treasure Island. Tim Curry's in it.
Thank you, Tim Curry.
Fucking all Muppet shenanigans. You get to see more Pepe the King Prawn.
That's right.
I
think that was his introduction. Was that movie?
He gets more and more the later things go, and he's awesome, and it's a great deviation from Kermit as the main character.
Sure.
It's so good. It's the best pirate movie. Instead of watching any pirate movie, just watch Muppet Treasure Island.
Somewhere Jerry Bruckheimer said, "Fuck
I don't
you."
give a fuck. They just did it better. Just the definitive pirate movie. It's done. The franchise, the whole genre is over because the Muppets did it the best. I'm sorry. That's how, when the Muppets do your fucking genre, it's over. I'm sorry. Do Hellraiser Muppets. It's over. You'll
Can we
never
talk about
do
John
Hellraiser.
Wick Muppets?
Yeah, absolutely. Do it. It's over. You can never do it again.
Fozzie Bear is John Wick.
Gonzo would be John Wick.
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Thank you, sir.
I'm good at what I do.
This is the sales pitch.
It's Rizzo, but it's okay.
What do I do with these guns?
Yeah, man, that's a hard matchup, but I have to give it to the Muppets on that one.
Really?
Absolutely.
Above the Mothra twins and the song and everything?
I will watch any day of the week Muppet Treasure Island and have a fucking blast through every single scene.
Let me ask you.
And not with Godzilla, though?
Let me ask you. How many Muppet tattoos do you have?
I have 0.
How many Godzilla tattoos do you
I
have?
have 1.
I just want you to feel the full weight of what you're doing right now.
I'll get a Pepe the fucking King Prawn tattoo. Let's go. Muppets, man. Let's go. Everything about it is amazing.
Now, you understand that I think this is the only Godzilla entry in this entire...
It is what it is. It's fine.
Again, I just want you to feel the full weight of what you're doing
It's
right
fine.
now.
It's cool.
I'm driving this car now, right? When I put this down, it's...
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that.
In a big upset.
Was it? It's not.
6 versus 11. It's not that bad.
It's
Still, it's the
Treasure
underdog.
Island. Tim Curry is in it.
These are the consequences we have to live with, Matthew.
He was in Clue.
Yes, he was.
He was in Legend.
He was also in that, but he was in Clue.
I mean, this is where we differ, but...
Jurassic Park 3.
Was he?
Yeah. Or either 2 or 3, yeah.
Tim Curry?
Michael, you want to do this?
Google it.
I think you're thinking of Congo.
No.
He is in Congo. That's a good
He is in
point.
Congo. Anyway,
Either way.
moving on.
So yeah, we'll take a quick break from our sponsor, IMDb, where we're going to find out how right Marcus is. We'll be right back.
And we are back from our sponsors, IMDb, where Marcus is proven wrong.
Yes, I was. I can't believe I challenged it that hard. I was like, you want to go, Brett? Oh, man. So we left off where Matthew outvoted his own beloved Godzilla for Muppet Treasure Island. Ain't that
Both are beloved.
Oh, yeah.
Correction.
One, I guess, was just a better sequel. So, what we're going to do now, allow me to adjust my paperwork, take it down here to my personal level. Okay. Where do you guys want to go? You want to go? Let's go.
We just did northeast sector, or northwest, I guess. So let's do
Well, it doesn't
southeast.
matter. We're all over the map now. When you guys play along at home, we'll make the brackets and hopefully you guys can follow along. You can press pause and be like, where are they? Because there's no rhyme or reason. Look, the TV schedule, if you were to watch the NCAA tournament, the TV schedule doesn't always make sense. Maybe it does. I don't follow it that closely.
He's outing himself.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. I'll be listening. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to jump to our Northeast bracket. And we are going to pit, two ultimately what are superhero movies, in my personal opinion, where we have Karate Kid 3 versus Spider-Man 2. And that is a 3 seed versus a 14 seed.
For me, I think this is a little bit easier than I was expecting. For me, I'm going to go Spider-Man 2. I think just in terms of setting up a franchise or as a continuation of the first movie, I think it's the superior sequel. Basically, Karate Kid 3 is just the exact same plot of Karate Kid 1.
In Japan, right?
No, that's Karate Kid 2 is in Japan.
Yeah, I don't know. See, what does that tell me? I think Spider-Man 2 is one of the best comic book movies of all time. So, my vote's Spider-Man 2.
I think I'm also Spider-Man 2.
Sam Raimi, hey.
Yeah, Sam Raimi. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have much more to say.
Yeah.
Not much more to say. All right,
cool. So,
Spider-Man,
sweep the legs, Johnny.
Sweep the legs. Karate Kid 3, man. We have seen that movie a lot, especially as a youth. Mm-hmm. We were big Karate Kid families. All right, we're going to move straight north from that. We are going to... I'm going to save that one because I want to end this bracket on a really tough one.
Okay.
So we're going to vote what I think is, which I've been on many, many, many rants about. And if you have not heard them, please go back and listen to the podcast. We are going to pit a number 5 seed, John Wick 3, against a movie that takes place at one point in 1986 and then one point in 2022 or something like that. Back to the Future 2.
Oh, okay.
Or 89 and 2000, whatever it is. I don't know the numbers.
Ah, man.
I know that at one point they're in the future, and then they must return to the future.
Right.
Hence the back
to the
future.
Two.
Are you making notes now? You getting serious?
Yeah,
now?
I get distracted very easily.
Yeah. So we are on John Wick 3 and Back to the Future Do.
Oh, man. Okay, so I've been on a kick recently where I've been watching all of the John Wick movies in preparation for John Wick 4.
Johnny Wick's 4.
And I gotta say, I think 3 might be the better sequel over 2, just because I think aesthetically the lighting's better, the action's a little bit easier to follow. 2 was just so sort of muddled in terms of its color palette. Everything either happened in a cave or in like club strobe flashing lights and really heavy hues of orange and greens. But we're not discussing that. We're discussing 3, which is, I think, better lighting, more better camera work, so the action's easier to follow. Now, does all of that action stack up against the nostalgia factor and the sheer fun factor that is Back to the Future 2? Because I think Back to the Future 2 does a really good job of expanding on the lore and the history, which is what you really want in a sequel. However, I do think that it kind of suffers under the sin of it gives us too much and kind of complicates its own storyline. So I'm going to go Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so this is tough because I don't know if you've seen John Wick 3, right?
I haven't. I've seen the first one, though, and from what I hear, they only get better.
That is a true statement.
And hearing about on the horse murdering people sounds pretty fucking awesome. And what happens in Back to the Future 2?
He rides a hoverboard. That was pretty cool. And he does... I'll say this. I'm going to vote John Wick 3, and I can go in all day on why. Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout-out, though, because he does give us some of the flyest pair of Jordans in Back to the Future 2 of all time. Those Marty McFlys are fucking dope. I want to give a shout-out to
that. George McFly was Crispin Glover in the first one, right?
Right.
And then in the second and third one, he got kicked out, and they replaced him and made the actor they replaced him with look like Crispin Glover, which he therefore sued for. So for shitty studio antics, I'm going to give it to John Wick 3.
Oh!
Nice. Yeah, I'll
we call it
I think I'm correct on that.
We call that the Harvey Weinstein play.
Womp womp.
Yeah, no, I'll save my John Wicking rant antics. It's going to sound familiar to a rant that I've already done like 2 or 3 times on this podcast. So, yeah. All right, we're going to move straight south from that one into a 4 seed, same bracket, versus a 13 seed. All right, we have one of, in my personal opinion, there's 2 or 3 James Bond films that are just arguably the best in the series.
Sure. I would say probably not arguably. Like,
It's about
pretty well
about
rounded
3.
that they're the best, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go Goldfinger.
What?
Yep.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Okay.
All right. Versus Predator 2, the incomparable Danny Glover, who before anything else is said, we shall put respect on his name for
Sir?
Lethal Weapons.
Oh, I thought he was knighted.
Oh, he was. Look, do I need to put him up on the wall? You're a runner-up.
And also we got Jake Busey, or Gary Busey, and we also got Bill Paxton.
I think so. That
No,
sounds
I
like
know so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bill Paxton's the only actor in Hollywood to ever been killed by a predator, a Terminator, and an alien.
Oh, shit. That's a really cool honor, actually.
Yeah, that is huge.
You going on the What You Been Watching wall up there with the statue of Jeremy Renner, which is a very real thing. As Matthew can see right now.
That's right.
Behind
Looking
you
right
right
at
now.
Was he not? Wasn't he Coconut Pete as well?
Coconut Pete. In
Club Dread?
Oh, in Club Dread, yeah.
Honors right there.
Right there, yeah. Look at, yeah, he was in Club Dread, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Well, I fucks with some Predator too.
Yeah.
I like the lore Predator, and I'm glad that it takes place in a city, and just a regular dude takes down the
It's a
Predator.
very different movie from the first one, though.
Tonally, yes.
Still
Bulk
awesome.
wise too, there's not nearly as much bulk
Yeah.
in 2.
That's true.
That might have the best, as they say in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The what is he? The muscle ratio in 2 is far better than Jason Statham's in the Transporter. But also, we haven't seen Transporter 1, so I'm going to be lost in the story on Transporter 2. Going to check that bingo box. Anyways, versus Goldfinger, man.
Oh, so Adrian and I have been watching a lot of Bond movie recently, and we haven't caught Goldfinger. I've seen it as a kid. They run together.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they do.
We watched Man with the Golden Gun, Christopher Lee, terrible fucking intro song. We watched Moonraker, fucking awesome. Bond in Space.
That's a good one.
A bunch of them. We did Goldeneye, fucking awesome. Maybe the best. I don't know.
You
Just
think
just based on the video game.
It's just fucking fun.
Yeah.
All the way through. It's just awesome. The set pieces are great. But we're talking about Goldfinger, which I barely remember.
I'll say this, if I might interject, and I'll say something about Goldfinger that I think rings true with a lot of movies, that a lot of the Bond movies are forgettable because of the villain not being good. Correct. Just like most Batman, it's the rogues gallery is what makes it. Goldfinger gives us so much stuff that has been just adapted into the lore of just James Bond in general and spy movies.
It has Oddjob, right?
It does.
It has Goldfinger.
It has the line, "Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." And he's strapped up on the table with the laser about to cut his crotch off. Like, you've seen that parodied in cartoons and like everything. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
That's the one where it opens with he finds the girl that's been painted gold and she died
I
because her skin
remember that.
couldn't breathe.
Yeah,
so
I remember that. We watched Octopussy recently too.
that's a especially terrible one.
that is.
It wasn't great.
That's the one with the underwater base, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, that's the Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, again, they all kind of run.
Yeah,
together.
they do. Yo, Predator 2.
That was a long rant just to walk
Yeah.
back to Predator 2.
Yeah. Is Goldfinger the best Bond movie sequel?
I think it's one of
I
3.
think of the old school Bonds, like, the Sean
it's cool.
Connery to, like, Roger Moore era, it's probably one of the better ones.
I mean, look, I'm fine with Predator. I think in terms of like Bond has phases where it loses its luster, and rarely does it get it back with the same actor. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
And
Yeah.
Goldfinger did that. I think Daniel Craig had the opportunity to do that. Pierce Brosnan hit a home run with Goldeneye, and then he just went right off
for
the
rest of
wagon.
them.
Yeah.
Except for the awesome, like, ice glacier
Yeah.
surfing scene.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was terrible. Now.
Right out of Escape from L.A.
Roger Moore was pretty consistent, but they started to get pretty campy, but they were consistently...
He was campy from the beginning.
Yeah, but they were consistently that way.
Yeah.
And Lazenby is just the best, and T-Dalt, the man.
Yeah, T-Dalt's awesome.
T-Dalt was the man.
But he was just such a brooding, like, just morose, like, it sucks to be James Bond.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, wow, you're not having any fun with this, are you?
All these bitches, it's a curse.
Look, I'm with whatever. My vote is for, not by much, but I think it's for Goldfinger. But Michael, you want to be the deciding factor on this one? I'm not opposed either way. It's
I think that Predator 2 is a good sequel in terms of it gives us just enough of something different that we haven't seen from the original, while not completely destroying the mythos of or rewriting the book of the first movie. But to be fair, man, Goldfinger, as far as a Bond movie, pretty high up there. So I'm gonna go Goldfinger.
All
Again,
right.
just barely. I think that Predator 2 is a much more quotable movie, but that doesn't necessarily equate to a better sequel.
All right. So
Yeah.
Goldfinger it is.
That was closer than I thought it might be.
Yeah.
All right, this one's gonna tug at heartstrings one way or the other.
Ruh-roh.
We have Indiana Jones, and we're not talking Temple of Doom here. We're doing Last Crusade,
Last Crusade.
and that's gonna be our 7 seed versus Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Island.
I mean, I'm going to sit here and say I don't think Scooby-Doo 2 was a better movie than the first Scooby-Doo. So I don't even know why it's on here, quite frankly. So I'm going to go with Last Crusade.
Scooby-Doo 2 is the one that ends with Scrappy-Doo.
No. That was the first one.
No, that's the second one.
No.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Was it?
2 ends with Alicia Silverstone being the bad guy.
Spoilers.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen a movie that came out in like 2002 or 3. And it did not have Outkast on the soundtrack. Well, let the record state. Land of a Million Drums was on
That's 2
Scooby-Doo
strikes
1.
right there.
So I'm a Temple of Doom fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Really?
gruesome. I like how dark it is. I like that it rips a heart out. I like the alligator bridge scene.
Me too.
Short Round is in that one too.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
Kate
Kate
Kwan.
Boy, Kwan.
Oscar winning.
Yeah, Oscar winning. Put him on the board too.
I think the main problem with that movie is that, and quite frankly, I think Willie, the chick, the damsel in distress, gets a lot of flack because all she does is just scream for 90 minutes.
Yeah, she's super annoying. Yeah.
Sleep with Steven Spielberg or something. Allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly.
I think I'm gonna go Crusade though, just in general, because it has that classic like choose your cup scene.
That is true.
The penitent man will pass. Penitent man.
Yeah, and
He mumbled that as Harrison Ford, doing Sean Connery mumbling as Harrison Ford. That was an impression for those that don't know. And he knocked it out of the park.
That was layered.
Yeah, that was layered. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Yeah, I think I'm Indiana Jones Crusade.
I will say this, but it did. I will say this about Scooby-Doo 2 before we move on. It did confirm my suspicion that I was right all along. When I saw the first one, everyone's like, "Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar's so hot." I always thought it was Linda Cardellini, and in Scooby-Doo 2, she proves that because she gets smoking hot Velma. So big shout out to Linda Cardellini. All right, underrated performance of the week. We have not done it so far.
AKA Mrs. Hawkeye.
Yep, AKA Miss Hawkeye herself. But I'm with you. I'm down with Indiana Jones. Okay, final one of this bracket, top right, whatever it is, northeast, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Bracket C.
You follow along at home.
You'll follow. Look, you'll pick it up. We're going to give you the numbers if you're not playing along already. This is a tough one. What I think is one of the greatest sequels of all time. To me, this is a Final Four contender versus something that somebody else could make an argument saying this is the greatest sequel of all time. We have in the 6 seed, versus the 11 seed, we have the 6 seed Addams Family Values. Verse.
Already heavy contender here on What You've Been Watching Studios.
Yeah, we've this. I think now Addams Family will be the most talked about franchise on the What You've Been Watching.
Oh yeah, is that where we're at?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
We
Like
talk
8
about
times.
Addams Family Value a lot.
Not just Addams Family, but Addams Family in general.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked about the cartoons. We could rehash it all right now and just bail on this whole thing. Do it 11th time, maybe. Anyways, Addams Family
Back
Value.
from a word from our sponsor, Barry Sonnenfeld.
I know, right? Shout out to Barry Sonnenfeld. Addams Family Values versus a great classic New York movie, Gremlins 2.
Ouch. This
New-
one's
it's
gonna
a New
hurt.
Year's
Yeah,
film?
that's a hard one.
This is gonna hurt.
Both
One
are
way
a
or the
lot of
other.
fun.
Matthew, you're a secret like Gremlins lore holder, aren't you? You kind of know a lot about this.
I know a
behind the
little
scenes.
bit. It's Joe Dante who didn't want to do it.
Who is he? The director?
He's the director. He did like Piranha. He did a bunch of other stuff. Very campy director. Gremlins 1 was such a smash hit. The studio wanted to do Gremlins 2. He was like, fuck it. So they tried to make it without him, and they couldn't. They just not the lightning in the bottle that they needed to make the movie. So he came back and said, fuck this movie, and did everything in his power to ruin it.
Just sabotage it?
Yeah. And so it's basically the same plot line as the first one, but now it's kind of like a meta commentary about like
commercialism.
Yeah, commercialism.
Sequels,
yeah, exactly. So the gremlins get into the AI building and hack it.
Oh yeah, the
fuck
genetics
with-
lab. Yeah,
basically
yeah.
to fuck with the movie.
Right. We getting a salad gremlin. We getting an electric gremlin. You want a pretty old lady gremlin? We putting that in the movie.
Don't they do like a Frank Sinatra gremlin
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Start
It's-
spreading the news.
Yeah, they have a whole
all
musical
in
number.
there.
They literally during the movie they go meta where it's Hulk Hogan and I forget who else watching the movie, and they have to stop the reel. Hulk Hogan addresses the gremlins in the theater projection room and goes, "Kids are trying to watch the movie Gremlins 2. I'm going to come up there and break you in half." And like the gremlins have to restart the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's very I almost said Daredevil. I meant Deadpool.
Yeah.
Fourth wall breaking.
Oh yeah. Well, hey.
Great movie.
Was it Robin Leach? Who was the other guy up there? Shit, that's going to bug me.
Yeah, I don't remember who the special effects guy was. It Tom Savini? I don't think it was.
I don't.
Dude, it's been forever.
It might have been Stan Winston.
Who knows?
I think it was Stan Winston. I think it was.
I did all of the special
Rick
effects.
Baker.
Just naming them.
Yeah.
Adam's Family 2. Fucking great movie too, though. It like breaks the formula. It gives more in the hands of Christina Ricci,
Who is more than capable as Wednesday Adam. It's also dark as shit.
It is dark as shit, and what works about it is that all of the kids are super mean, and because she's so dark and also meaner, it works in a way that to me the new show didn't.
Sure.
Yeah. Look, there's a scene where she ties a woman, one of her fellow campers up on stage in front of parents and everyone, and they show her bring the torch to light her on fire, and then they just cut away. There's no like, oh, she's just playing around. Like, she's just in front of people.
Yeah, fully committed.
Yeah. I mean, Addams Family 1 is fucking the shit,
great.
and I'll spare doing this a ninth time, but like 2, I think, like you said, it brings more of it. It changes the focus just a little bit.
You
the
also
one
get,
chick.
What's the?
What about Debbie?
Yeah.
Joan Cusack. Yeah.
Right, Joan
Give her
Cusack, yeah.
Yeah. The Black Widow killer or whatever.
Yeah, she's great in it too. Also, boner fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it.
I think we just learned something about Matthew's sex life that I don't know we wanted to know, but cool, I'm down for you, bro.
Can I hear what you guys?
I'll tell you, my vote is Addams Family 2.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best sequels
Yeah.
just ever. It's really hard to beat. It's
You're
fucking
going to vote Addams Family as well?
I think so. Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and, in solidarity, I'll just give Gremlins 2 a shout out and say, you weren't going to make it, but at least you got one vote, and I
You
think that counts
tried,
for something.
and like a good Gremlins 2,
Right.
you ruined yourself.
I think if Gremlins 2 went up against something else, it probably would have a chance of moving on.
absolutely.
It might just be a bad matchup situation, which
Or a good, good matchup.
I mean,
yeah.
They're
I mean,
both somewhat similar in tone, very winky at the camera.
Yeah.
So, either way. All right, well, that closes that bracket out. Let us move down here to our southeast, I guess we're going to call it. I don't know
Sure.
anymore. All right, we will start
Northernmost southern bracket.
whatever. The Florida Panhandle section. We are going to do a 5 seed versus a 12 seed. Matthew, I know one of these you have not seen probably. We're going to do Black Panther 2 in the 5 seed versus National Lampoon Christmas in the 12 seed.
Oh, man. I mean, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation is probably one of the best Christmas movies ever made. Seriously quotable movie. Oh, man. Black Panther 2 gives us Namor, and Shuri is Black Panther, and I'm all about his little green Speedos and his little ankle winglets.
Ankle winglet.
Ankle
That's a callback for y'all.
I think for me, I'm gonna have to edge it out to Christmas Vacation, just because I love a good comedy, and that's a comedy that's done really, really well. Whereas Black Panther 2 is as much gravity and emotional content as it brought because of, dealing with the death of Chadwick Boseman, whatever. It's just kind of an okay superhero movie.
You think so?
Yeah.
I love Michael's revisionist history. When we go back and do the review like 6 episodes ago, it's incredible. I cried, and now he's like,
I did cry.
I love it.
But in terms of a better sequel, I think National Lampoon sort of.
I'm with you. Look, I'll say this, and Matthew, I know you'll probably decide, but Black Panther 2 pulled off a magic trick, and it somehow like memorialized Chadwick Boseman's already legendary performance in a film, and
God damn it, you're right.
It's a magic trick. The fact that Chadwick Boseman, the lead of one of the highest grossing, I think at the time it was the 5th highest grossing film of all time, was like Black Panther 2 or Black Panther 1. Mm-hmm. And the dude dies, and you have to pull a magic trick and like push the story forward and somehow
Still
like
garner interest
and like pay respect to him. It's the fact that it fucking is even like somewhat watchable, and it is more than that. But the fact that they made it even more than that it's a magic trick. You're like, how the fuck did like anyone's less capable hands than Ryan Coogler? That movie falls the fuck apart, and it stands on like, oh, we're just only watch this to see what they did about Chadwick.
Right.
It's fucking, it does that, and it also propels Shuri forward, and it's fucking incredible. And I'll just say this, I think National Lampoon is consistently one of the funniest franchises. Mm-hmm. Like, every one of them is pretty consistently funny.
Sure.
I don't think Christmas is even the best one, though. I think Vegas edges it out, personally.
Okay.
But I'm more familiar with Vegas, though. So.
Okay.
But,
all right.
But again, I can understand the argument for each. But like Black Panther 2, yes, does it drag? Yes, are there certain things that it spoon feeds you and certain things that have to happen? It does suffer from the Marvel fate of like, we have to shotgun blast certain characters, and it gets weighed down on that. So does it drag? Yes. But like, does it bring it home and stick the landing too? Yeah.
I'm not arguing that it doesn't stick the landing. I'm just saying in terms of, it's not revolutionizing the comic book movie genre in terms of like, well, I've never seen that before. You know, it's very competently
seen
well
the city
done.
of Talakan before?
Okay. Yeah. No.
You seen Outside of Desperate? No, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, that's my argument though. But again, I'm not, if it's Christmas Vacation, I'm not like upset about that.
Yeah.
There's a strong reason why I can go, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
See that. It is one of the best Christmas movies of all time. So, Matthew,
is it on me? Are you Black Panther? And
I'm Black Panther too.
Christmas Vacation.
I'm still on the fence, but I'm edging out towards.
You could convince him one way or the other.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Black Panther 2, as we all know.
Yeah.
National Lampoon Christmas it's so good. It's all the classic bits. Falling off the ladder.
Right.
Falling off the ladder. That other bit.
Plugging in the lights.
I have to give it to National Lampoon.
Yeah.
All right, National Lampoon. I'm with it. Black Panther 2 is still a hell of a sequel, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, moving on. National Lampoon Christmas edges out Black Panther 2. All right, let's jump down here to the bottom. We're going to do a 7 seed versus a 10 seed. And again, this is one of those questionable. One of these films is questionable. Where is it a remake? Is it a sequel? Is it a rehashing? Is it a fairy tale? And you'll see what I mean. We have Desperado versus one near and dear to each and every one of our hearts. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Ouch. Man, these last few ones have really been painful.
There's some good sequels out there, man.
I'm bleeding in my chest, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
You want to start us off, sir?
No.
You haven't started us off in a while.
Okay. So
Matthew said no.
Desperado versus Teenage. I mean, listen, in terms of nostalgia and watchability and like which one have I watched more frequently over the years, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
By a
landslide. Not to say that Desperado isn't a good movie. I think it's a brilliant reimagining, retelling of the original El Mariachi. Technically, I think you and I have talked about it. It's a sequel in the sense of like, it's still the same story, but the legend has grown to such like El Mariachi is the way it actually happened. Right. Desperado is sort of like how the town or the neighborhood tells it, and then like Once Upon a Time in Mexico is the Hollywood version of what happened. So essentially, yes, it is a retelling or reimagining, but it still fits, I think, in the sequel sense. However, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has Vanilla Ice, and so I'm going to vote for that.
Oh, I would put that as a minus against that movie, big time. Absolutely, just
Ninja
not
Rap
real.
was a banger.
No.
You're right. I don't remember us rocking
Super
out.
Shredder plus.
Yeah.
Played by Kevin Nash.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I guess I'll go second, Matthew, unless you want to chime in.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think, Michael, you hit the nail on the head. Desperado, and it's brilliant that Robert Rodriguez did it. Like, we've talked about it a lot. Like, El Mariachi is the story of what happened. Desperado is like, it's the game of telephone. By the time you tell it to somebody else, the legend grows a little bit. And then El Mariachi is just like, by that point in the film, they're saving, there's political overturn and like revolution in Mexico, and like that has nothing to do with the actual story.
RC car, guitar case, explosives.
Oh, dude. Now we could talk. Look, you could convince me to replace Desperado with Once Upon a Time in Mexico right now, and I would have a very different conversation.
That's just because it's got Johnny
That movie. It has a dude that runs out with 2 finger pistols. Like, I mean, no guns in his hands, and he starts shooting, and then he looks at his own hands and goes, "What?" and runs back into cover. It has a dude run out in front of a Cadillac and try to like juke it like a football move, and then just gets plowed over by the Cadillac. I've seen that scene with Rob Bob, shout out to you, buddy, 300 times just on rewind. Never gets old. I love 3 now, hang on, but we're talking Desperado, so let me rewind a little bit.
Is Desperado the one where the dude has the guitar case that turns into a rocket launcher?
They both have that, but yes, that is the first one, and the other dude has machine gun guitar
like
cases, yeah. And then Antonio Banderas just has a guitar case filled with weapons, like guns and whatnot. So Desperado's that shit, man. It's got Salma Hayek.
Hell yeah, it does.
I can't vote against Turtles 2 though. I don't know if I'm like allowed to do it. They're gonna revoke my card. I love some Desperado though. I gotta vote Turtles 2, I think.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I'm capable of. I'm gonna have to at some point because I don't think it's the greatest sequel of all time. But
yeah.
I think for the time being,
Eventually, you're gonna have to kill one of these darlings.
Desperado
at some point.
I mean, shit. I don't even know if I can say that. Fuck, Matty, just decide. I don't know. The ball's in your court, man.
Turtles 2.
Okay, thank you for that.
Without Vanilla Ice, it's still pretty fucking great.
All right, thank you, Matthew, for saying.
You're welcome.
That's good older brothering right there, and I appreciate that.
Thank God you didn't go on a rant about Desperado for like 10 minutes before.
I know. Because there would have been more. I would have just segued into 3 and then been like, yeah, it's Desperado. Like, you said nothing about the second movie. You're like, yeah, it's the same thing. All right, let's move it up a little bit. We are going to do 2 threequels pitted up against each other.
Trace on trace.
Trace on trace. We are going to do 3-seed Toy Story 3 versus Bruce Willis and Sammy Jaggs in Die Hard 3. Now, we all came to the conclusion that we all like Die Hard 3 more than 2.
Well, yeah,
because Die Hard with a Vengeance is technically the name, but still.
Well, Die Hard 2 is essentially just the first Die Hard, but on a plane, which, I mean, that's fine. You know, just all we did is change settings. At least in this one, there's a little bit of, like, intrigue to it. You know, Jeremy Irons has got him running around town solving, you know, 3rd grade puzzle riddles and stuff like that. So,
I think you mean classic riddles.
Classic riddles, yeah.
Used specifically for Dungeons and Dragons. Just watch that movie and put it in your D&D game, and you're totally fine.
That's right. Yeah. Anytime you need a trap or some sort of puzzle, like room puzzle, there you go. I think I might. I don't know. Toy Story 3 was a real tearjerker. I mean, the finale when they're all like sliding towards the incinerator and they all think that they're gonna die and they're like just reaching out and holding hands and they've accepted fate. Plus, Lotso is a dick. Like,
very true.
I mean, he's just a. I mean, in terms of great villainy, how did he not make the list?
Mike, we've already decided he didn't make the cut.
Okay.
He had a bad season and he didn't make it. I think Buzz from the first one was better. Or not Buzz. What's the kid next door?
Sid.
Sid, yes. And Buzz is obviously the main character, but yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Toy Story 3 also has one of the great, like, of Pixar... Like, Pixar was known for short films and stuff. Mm-hmm. Their opening sequence is just as good... Well, not just as good. On par, on the same ball field as Up. Like
What
Toy
was the
Story
opening sequence?
It's with where they're actually playing toys, and there's a General Ham, Commander Ham or whatever, in the spaceship.
Oh,
And
right,
it's like
right.
it goes
Like,
on for like 5 minutes.
It's inside Andy's imagination as he's playing with his
playing
toys.
with the toys and stuff. And, like,
Right. So it's all the toys doing like character acting. and
Yeah,
stuff,
it's fucking awesome. Like
Yeah,
they could have
you're
cut
right,
the
right.
movie then, and it's a brilliant short film.
Right, right.
Like,
I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah, the opening
again,
of Toy
I
Story 3
don't
is shit.
think that that's enough to edge it out to victory. Yeah, I think I might have to
Die Hard 3 it.
Die Hard 3 it. I think in terms of sequels, that's a pretty solid. Like Toy Story 3 has its moments, but Die Hard 3 is pretty consistent the whole way through.
I don't know, man. I think that's top shelf Pixar, and top shelf Pixar is
It's hard to
hard
beat. I agree.
I mean, in my personal opinion, and I love me some Die Hard 3. That's the one with
Does Pixar have any Sam Jackson in it?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Frozen.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Sam Jackson. In all fairness, Sam Jackson's done everything.
Not a single motherfucker thrown in.
Yeah, close. Yeah, I think I'm not as familiar with Toy Story 3, but of what I remember of the handful of times I've watched it, it's a pretty fucking good movie. But yeah, that's my vote's Toy Story 3, but only because I think it's top shelf Pixar, and that's better than like most.
Am I the tiebreaker on this?
Yes,
I
sir.
think you might be.
Oh,
sir.
I don't watch dumb baby movies. So it's Die Hard 3.
Hey, look, succinct and to the point.
Matthew channeling his inner Angelica from Rugrats.
Yeah, no, for real, jeez.
You dumb babies.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Tara Strong, by the way, for voicing the child.
For everything?
Yeah. She's on Rugrats. All right, we're gonna move up a little
She's
bit.
in my heart, is what she is.
I love Tara Strong. All right, we are going to move up to a 4 seed versus a 13 seed. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. The Sergio Leone all-time classic Western
That's going to be a banger. It's going to be a hard one.
versus something Michael's going to argue for, and I'm just going to let him go first. First, Clerks 2. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Clerks
I mean,
2.
listen. I love Clerks 2. I think of the Clerks trilogy, it's probably the strongest contender.
Of the other one.
Well, there's 3 of them.
I know, but you can't. The
But
first one's omitted.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Right. But I mean, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, that is a classic cinema. Like that's going to be hard to beat. And as much of a fanatic of Kevin Smith's work as I am, I'm not going to put it up against the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, now you want to be objective.
As is my right. I thought it was America.
Okay. Objectivity, swinging back in. Point for you. I mean,
Yeah. It's going to be good, bad, the ugly. I mean, Clerks 2 is a great continuation in terms of, it expands on the world and then lets us, it picks up 15, 20 years after the original Clerks and lets us, reintroduce us to characters that we love. But, I mean, come on, man. It's Sergio Leone. It's the classic soundtrack, the stoicism of Clint Eastwood, the great cinematography, just the
final fight,
the final Mexican standoff that they have, the view that they have, just substituting North Tuscany for Southwest America, and it all looks fantastic.
I don't think we have to slam dunk it anymore. I mean, I fuck with Clerks 2 as well, but it's the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
The vote
Agreed.
for objectivity wins. GBU. Get back, ugly. All right. I think one more than we close. Oh no, yeah. I thought we were about to close out the first round. All right, but we're not yet.
We're dialing in.
Okay.
Almost 2 hours into it.
I know, right?
It's the first round for you there.
Yeah, the first round takes a little bit. So, in our in this bracket at least, we have Harry Potter, and I think we decided on Azkaban.
I would argue that that's probably the best of the sequels. I mean, maybe you could get into the
Deathly Hallows
1 or 2, but again, that's sort of an endgame Infinity War situation where
Which one
do you
Number
actually
3,
Yeah, 3.
3.
With Gary Oldman, and it's Alfonso Cuarón who directed, or Cuarón, however you say his last name.
Corazon.
Who directed Children of Men and Gravity and Inarritu. I'm going off on a tangent.
Right.
Versus one of the few Marvel films that you still really enjoy, I think, Thor Ragnarok, which is ultimately Flash Gordon Thor.
Which Yes, I'm great. That's cool. You know,
I'll try to keep mine succinct. I'm not that big on Harry Potter. I've seen 3 once, and I remember liking it. I've not even seen all the Harry Potter movies. I remember liking 3 a lot because it was really dark in tone. I like the fact that was the first time I noticed that, like, oh, these movies are growing thematically in dark tone with the aging as the actors age. Like, they get darker and heavier,
and the audience as well.
The audience as well. So I give it respect for that, and it had Gary Oldman, which is just a point in any direction.
In anything.
Yeah, in anything.
But I will say this: I think unarguably, Thor Ragnarok, once again, we're talking about top shelf stuff, is top tier Marvel. It's top. Like 3 in my opinion. It's
for me it comes down to, again, rewatchability, and you know, I'm an okay Harry Potter fan. I've seen all the movies at least more than once, but in terms of which one do I want to put on right now and watch, it's going to be Thor Ragnarok.
So recently I watched all of the Harry Potters and I don't remember anything about them because they run together, and one and B.
That works. Matthew, you're on What You've Been Watching. Wild Speculation Podcast.
Relies on your knowledge of the books to watch the movie. Like, every scene I'm like, why are we here? Why is this happening? What's going on? And someone that reads the books...
Which is exactly what you want in a movie. Why is this happening? Why are we here?
Someone that reads the books can tell you that, but the movie doesn't get you there. It just jumps to the next scene and assumes that you've read the books, and I don't want to read. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I'll be reading. There's also a we don't talk about books unless it has pictures on this. So we've already dabbled too heavily.
Ragnarok's awesome. And I think this is going to be the Harry Potter problem for the group, right?
It was on the last one, too.
Yeah.
I think we gave Voldemort the edge just because we're like, we have to fucking move him forward. They made like 7 movies about the dude.
Yeah. But Ragnarok's awesome. It's like the best of the Thor franchise.
Oh, agreed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's settled then. Thor 3, moving on. All right. I'll recap after this, and then we'll take a short break, but we got a few more to go first. All right, so we're going to go back up. We're all over the map, and now I'm just trying to close out certain sections of the board, and then we'll be out of the first round.
Let's just do it.
All right, so we are going to get into one I've never seen, and then one I will fight tooth and nail to prove its awesomeness. And one of these was a suggestion, and Michael... Well, I'll say the movies first. We have Bride of Frankenstein, which critically everyone says is on the top, one of the greatest sequels of all time. And we have The Matrix Reloaded.
So what of these rants you've already heard?
And you'll hear it again. This is the What You've Been Watching podcast, where we will...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we going to repeat a story we've told before on this podcast?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you must.
Welcome to the format.
I'll say that I know that when we were kids, we watched a lot of monster movies.
Yeah,
a lot of monster movies. And I got it. Michael was kind of the spearhead on that, and then it became Godzilla with Matthew.
Oh, yeah.
And as long as we got to rent Mega Man 3, I was fine with whatever. And James Bond was something that my dad had put us on when we were on Movie Guy. Like I've seen every James Bond movie except the very most recent one, No Time to Die. Mm-hmm. Other than that, like I said, they all kind of run together. So those are like 3 things that we're all very well versed in. But I can fight tooth and nail for The Matrix. So I don't really remember Bride of Frankenstein. I just remember, I'll be honest, I was just like, oh, it has a girl as the lead. So I didn't like it as a kid. I was probably too young to really appreciate its nuance and stuff like that. But like, I know exactly who it is. When you say The Bride of Frankenstein, that is talking about characters at least. That's one of those iconic things.
Sure,
like
sure.
Immediately know what it's up.
Yeah.
And the premise...
It's Ronald McDonald, Jesus, Bride of Frankenstein in terms of recognizability.
Yeah. But I'll save you my Matrix 2 rant just because I fucking love that movie through and through. So I want to hear what you guys say. And because I think Matrix 3 made me like 2 less. But the cliffhanger on 2 was I could not fucking wait for the third movie to come out. And I know Matthew broke my heart last time. And I still have not forgiven him. And the scab is still there. So I'll let you pick at it a little bit. When Matthew and I used to talk very much so about The Matrix, and I thought this whole time that he was a fan. Turns out he was just flattering me and listening, being a cool older brother. He was like, oh yeah, that's what's up, man. And then he's like, Yeah, no, I'm not a fan except for the first one, which devastated me. So go back and listen to that podcast. But
That's going to be my opinion on any trilogy. The first one is the best one, typically.
you are pretty consistent on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you guys think? Here's the thing is, I know if we go on like Time, like whatever, Lifetime, whatever, pick your, RollingStone.com, whatever it is that says like, oh, these are the best sequels of all time. Bride of Frankenstein is on there pretty consistently, but we didn't add it just because of that. I mean, that was a part of it. We didn't want to just make those lists and then just wade through. These are movies that are personal to us.
Right.
And so I felt like Bride of Frankenstein should be on there, just so we don't piss some people off. We need to maintain some form of credibility.
No, I'll tell you. I do think that...
You watched it recently, though, right?
Well, for Halloween last year.
Yeah.
I mean, more recently than I have The Matrix Reloaded. So, in terms of sequelization, like, and again, what you want in a sequel is more of the first, but you also want to expand the sandbox just a little bit, And as good as The Bride of Frankenstein is, and it's a classic movie, I think that it leans a little bit more heavily into the comedic side of the...
It's campier,
of
for sure.
the Frankenstein's monster. I think that The Matrix Reloaded does exactly what you want as a sequel in terms of gives us more of what happened in the first while still expanding on the universe and delving just a little bit deeper into the inner workings in terms of we finally get to, understand what Zion is. We
in a dance scene.
But even like that's the one that gave us the architect, and as much
vis-a-vis ergo.
As much
also the Merovingian
and Monica Bellucci,
right? Monica Bellucci.
Well, okay.
Monica Bellucci, yeah. As much flack as that scene gets with the architect, where he basically uses big, profound words to explain a very simple to say nothing. He actually does explain the inner workings of the Matrix and how it works, and how like Neo, as much as he thinks he's special and he's the one, is really just another anomaly that they've already accounted for. And so it's just in the grand digital scheme of things, he's a remainder, a loose programming code that has yet to be dealt with. And I don't think The Bride of Frankenstein does that. I think that as well as it's shot, and it is cinematically beautiful, especially you bring into the old school Hollywood aspects of like, that all was built on a soundstage, and they had to build every piece of equipment that you see on screen. Right.
Masterclass.
I think that it doesn't really expand on the world. I don't think it delves deeper into the psychology and understanding who Victor von Frankenstein is, nor does it expand more on the monster other than just like, me want friend.
It is. I'm going to talk myself into voting for this movie. But The Bride of Frankenstein thematically, and I'm not going to do too deep of a dive, but it's one of the most brilliant thematic things ever, because it's like, it asks the question of like, okay, so Frankenstein's lonely and wants a fuckmate ultimately. Okay, well I can acquiesce to that because I didn't learn anything on my lesson, so I'm gonna double down and say, okay, I'm gonna try to make it right for you because I did you wrong by creating you in the first place, but at least you'll have a buddy. And then ultimately, like, the Bride of Frankenstein is the victim in that. She's like, I didn't ask for this either. Right. And now with Frankenstein, it was like, hey, you have free will. Me, it's like, you've stripped that from me and said, your job is to be with this person. Right. And it's like, where the fuck do I come into play with this? Like, what is my say in this?
The horror of waking up, like, not only did I not ask to be alive, but I didn't ask for this assignment, and now that's just my lot in life. I get it, for sure.
I mean, and not a lot of movies can capture that thematically, and I fuck with The Matrix 2 super heavy. So, I don't know. I still am gonna vote The Matrix, although I understand people's qualms with it. I do, especially after the first one. Like, the first one is, I don't care what anybody, one of the greatest science fiction films of all time, one of the greatest action movies of all time. And so you couldn't capture lightning in a bottle, so they had to pivot to something else.
Sure.
Yeah, and when they pivoted, some people were like, man, fuck that. Like, you just turn it into a CGI kung fu schlock fest, and that's not what The Matrix is to them. So I get it. I get the criticism, but I'm here for 2 Keanu Reeves movies to go into this.
One of these is going to the final 4.
So where are we at? Your Matrix 2 and your Brave Frankenstein?
No, I'm gonna go Matrix as well. I think.
Okay,
right?
cool. I'm not gonna out myself, so.
Just keep that opinion to yourself. Just lock it in tight. No, just out of curiosity.
I haven't seen Bride of Frankenstein since I was a kid, so it's hard to vote for. However, Matrix 2, not great.
So it's not that you're voting for Bride of Frankenstein. It's that you're voting against Matrix 2.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even say I don't want to vote.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You get a douche canoe or a turd sandwich
I get a thing that I don't remember versus something that's
that you don't like.
yeah.
All right, fair enough. I dig.
Right. Well,
abstention.
Right. He pleads the fifth. All right, moving on. We are going to go for a 4 seed versus a 13 seed. And in this one, we have another James Bond film. Some would say is the greatest James Bond film of all time. We have Skyfall versus It's Knuckle Puck Time, one of the early appearances of Keenan on the silver screen. He had graced us in all that, and he had graced us on the Keenan and Kel show. But we get Mighty Ducks 2 versus Skyfall.
Mighty Ducks 2 Still Ducking versus...
I think it's D2, the Mighty Ducks.
No, it's Mighty Ducks Still Ducking. It's got to be Skyfall. Just in terms of that's a really, really tough movie to beat. Not only is it a good movie, it's good within the franchise of like the Daniel Craig series. Like that's a pretty fucking hard one to beat, and the Daniel Craig series might be some of the best Bond movies ever made. So, I mean, as much as I love Emilio, as much as I love Keenan and all the kids, I couldn't tell you other than it's Knuckle Puck Time and they got a girl on the team now. I couldn't tell you what happens in that movie. Oh, and a cowboy. They bring in a cowboy somehow.
Yeah, they did.
That.
They did
right.
bring a cowboy.
That's right.
See, you remember more than you thought.
No, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember who they faced. I don't remember what the But
Quack.
I just remember they were like,
Quack.
"Here's a bunch of new characters."
Quack.
Quack, quack. Yeah, it's got to be Skyfall.
I want to vote for Mighty Ducks 2.
But you won't.
I think I might. I don't know. It's Knuckle Puck Time. They just announced Good Burger 2, so that'll be on the list.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna take a break. Get back to you in 6 months when we watch Good Burger 2.
No, I'll vote Skyfall. I think I need to vote Skyfall.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. Skyfall, absolutely. It's just fucking awesome.
Yeah. Again, not that Mighty Ducks 2 is a bad movie. It just, again...
It's against Skyfall.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, cool. So we are going to move to a number 3 seed versus a number 14 seed. Now, here's the $1 million question we have not decided. We have Avengers sequel written down. And I think we're talking about Infinity War and Endgame. We're not talking...
In terms of...
Which Avengers sequel.
Right.
So we have that, and we have The Mummy 2.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter which one we choose, because it's going to be...
we need to decide at least in this round.
Okay.
I've not seen The Mummy 2. I'll just be real.
It's exactly like The Mummy 1 up until the 3rd act when they bring in a shitty CGI rock scorpion monster hybrid.
Want to vote for that.
You say that, and yet watch it, and it's dog shit, bro.
I've seen that part on the interwebs 80 times.
Bad.
My heart is so warm from that Mummy 2 hate over here. So warm. So coddled and felt seen. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm not a fan of the Mummy series in general, and Mummy 2 is basically the same Mummy, with even worse CGI.
So which this is going to be the first time you vote for a Marvel movie is what I'm hearing.
I can't vote for the Mummy 2, man. I just fucking loathe it. Okay. I'm sorry. That's going to get me so much hate. I'll give you my address so that you guys can fucking come fight me.
It's 900, go fuck yourself, bro. So now we're doing a play-in of which Avengers sequel is it? Is it Endgame or Infinity War?
I mean, to me, I think that Infinity War is the better movie, just because once you start bringing in time travel and sort of that, it gets very confusing very fast. Whereas I think Infinity War is very much a much more direct.
They just stick to the magic rocks.
Exactly.
I'm fine with Infinity War. We just needed to decide. We always said we'll come back to it. We never did. I'm fine with it being Infinity War, just because when you left that it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was a long year for us Marvel fans.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And there was sadness after Endgame, so there was well, yeah, by the way. I'm not going to talk myself out of it. So, Infinity War's
moving
moves
on.
Also,
against-
that kid in Mummy 2 is fucking annoying. Dude, why are you there? Go away.
Because they needed a precocious kid to carry the
he doesn't
relationship
do
through.
anything. They get to the...
Well, because they couldn't have Rachel Weisz be the damsel in distress,
Yep,
because she's
I
learned so much from the first Mummy
yep,
movie. So now we still need to have somebody to get captured. So who better than
He
the
gets the
little
scorpion
kid?
bracelet attached to his arm, and rather than just cutting his arm off, they take him to the place so that he can be saved. It's so fucking stupid.
So the lesson we need to learn is if ever you're cursed with an Egyptian fucking curse or whatever,
Cut your fucking
don't
arm
go to
off.
Matthew, because
don't go to
he just
Matthew.
has really extreme ideas about the whole situation.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mummy 2 voted out. We're gonna move on to I think the final matchup in the first round. We have a 6
shit.
seed versus an 11 seed. A movie that when this came out, there was a current trend of a lot of sequels coming out like 10 and 15 years later. That was a little bit too little and a little bit too late. A la like Dumb and Dumber 2 and what some people would say Anchorman 2 came out around that time. This movie did not fall victim to that. And I'm talking about the great Danny Boyle follow-up, Trainspotting 2. Versus one of the greatest John Woo movies of all time. Which Matthew will try to lie and say he hasn't seen it, but he watched this on VHS with me many, many times. I'm talking Mission Impossible 2 with the great Limp Bizkit intro.
I've seen it. I saw it in theaters.
Mission Impossible 1 was one thing. It was like, oh, Spy Whodunit. And 2 was just like, we're throwing all that shit away and we're doing a John Woo flick, which rules. And then 3 was like when they kind of found their ground and what they become now. But 2
What was the other one? What's it going on?
Trainspotting 2.
Trainspotting 2.
Oh, it's going to be Trainspotting 2. It's definitely Trainspotting.
Have you seen
2.
Trainspotting 2, Matthew?
I have not.
It's fucking a really good sequel.
Is it?
It's a really
Okay.
good. And I Trainspotting 1 was kind of hit or miss for me. It's kind of a little bit like I like that movie.
It's a very 90s movie.
It's fucking really dark.
Very 90s.
Ceiling. He jumps into the toilet, gets his heroin.
Yeah. 2 is
Trainspotting 2 was one when I first heard about it. I was like, ooh, is that really the sequel that we need or that we were clamoring for? And it turns out, yeah, like
Really?
they do a
Yeah,
really brilliant job.
I didn't hear anything about it like when it finally came out because it was hyped for a long time before it finally came out. And everyone's like, yeah, it was good. And then everyone moved on.
Take it for what it's worth, but they do a really good job of picking up 20 years later, like, and everything, like, the characters still make sense. Like, of course, this is where this person would be 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no, it's not they're trying to make, aggrandize things or to like try and sell you something like, subverted. Like, every character that you remember from Trainspotting, if you were to think about where they were 20 years later at the end of Trainspotting, that's exactly where they are.
On heroin still. Some of them, yeah?
off and on.
Okay.
They dabble. They might.
Okay.
It's a pretty big point in the movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes the sick boy method is a success.
Yeah.
There's a whole sequence where they actually delve into Renton getting back into the sick boy method, and he's like, "Oh, this is kind of working. Oh shit, now it's not."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or Mission Impossible 2, which has Gray Scott. At one point, Tom Cruise drives a motorcycle and he pulls
does
a stop.
stoppies.
He does a stoppie and he spins it around
Yeah.
and he hits someone in the jaw with the bat. He does a roundhouse with a moving motorcycle.
Motorcycle foo.
It's fucking brilliant.
See how I'm
dude.
just slowly backing away from the microphone, giving him the chance to...
I'm telling you, everyone's like, "Oh man, number 6." Like, those movies are, if you're talking action movies, those are, in my opinion, the only thing I can kind of rival. What some people would say would like rival John Wick right now. But like, they're not gonna top what 2 was to me. So I stopped watching them shits after 3. I've seen 4. I've seen part of 5. Like, it's just Tom Cruise doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, they might be incredible. I never seen them before.
I've seen Ghost Protocol because it had Jeremy Renner in it. I like that one. He crawls up a building and it's got Simon Pegg in it. But Mission Impossible 2 is
they
the
all
highlight.
have Simon Pegg in.
Not all of them. But point being, Mission Impossible 2 is the highlight of all of this. It's got fake faces and voice modulators and people peeling off masks with a mask underneath
You
the mask.
literally just described Face Off, bro.
Bro,
That's
exactly.
I liked it the first time I saw it when it was called Face Off in 1997.
It's that old John Woo shit, son. And this is saying a lot. Goes to my love of Mission Impossible 2, because Trainspotting 2 is on some of those lists we were talking about earlier, is up there in the top 10 of like greatest sequels ever. Mm-hmm. But I fuck with Mission Impossible 2 that heavy. That heavy, son.
Okay, so it's a movie you've never seen versus a movie you don't remember.
It's John Woo.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2.
Oh, man. This is a travesty.
I feel so weird about picking so many action movie sequels.
Do me a favor. Go watch Trainspotting 2.
I will now.
And let's have this conversation again afterwards. It's still going to go through, but I'm interested to see if you change your mind on this.
Okay. I'm not opposed to voting Trainspotting 2 through.
No, Mission Impossible makes it through. I'm just saying, I would be interested to hear his thoughts once he's actually seen Trainspotting 2.
Yeah.
I have a list of doom, and when I finish it, I die. So,
Well, allow me to give you one more thing to add. one more day to live, sir.
All right. So, here's where we're at right now. We have finished the first round. I'm going to recap what's going on.
Oh, shit, this is it?
Yeah, this is just the first round. So I'm going to read off who our winners were. All right, I'm going to stop on the very top left, all right, and I'm going to work my way down. So we have Godfather 2. We have Hellraiser 2.
Both strong contenders.
We have Logan. We have Skyfall. We have Mission Impossible 2. We have Infinity War. We have The Matrix 2, and God damn you both, Ghost Rider 2, Over the Dark Knight. Again, some objectivity left on that one. All right. In the Southwest, we have Aliens versus Ghostbusters 2. We have Captain America Captain America the Winter Soldier versus Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. We have Muppet Treasure Island versus Blade Runner 2049. We have Ernest Scared Stupid versus Lord of the Rings Return of the King. All right. In our northeast bracket, we have Empire Strikes Back versus Army of Darkness. We have John Wick 3 versus Goldfinger. We have Addams Family Values versus Spider-Man 2. We have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade versus Fury Road. All right. Now, in our southeast bracket, we have Terminator 2 going up against Halloween 3. We have National Lampoon's Christmas versus The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. We have Thor 3 versus Die Hard 3. And we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 versus Top Gun Maverick. And those are our winners of this round.
I already know where my mind lies on about half of those. So
I feel like this is infinitely easier now.
Yeah, once you get the first round. So we're gonna cut the episode here. All right?
Yeah.
We will be back to finish this. I promise you that much.
Probably sooner than you think.
Probably much sooner than you think. So for everybody, do your sign-outs and
this is the... Do you anything you want to plug for us, sir?
No, man, I'm good. Yeah.
Carbon ink tattoos.
Yeah, sure.
mkdudleyart.com.
Also, his address is 900. Go fuck yourself. You wanted to put that back out there from earlier.
So this is the marvelous Mike Dudley signing off, saying...
and MD3, saying go watch a movie.
And talk about it with somebody that you love. And if you need to, get a third opinion.